Hello green bots, hello live counter. I'm going to assume that means we are live, and that means welcome back to the Storytime network where we are playing more D&D and we are continuing our zombie movie experience.
I love zombie memes.
Yay, zombie memes.
So, Kato, if you would like to take us away with the recap.
Yes, so with Felix, the sewer-drenched painter, the Seamus, the very tired bard, Daron, the repeatedly regurgitated rogue,
That's right.
and Aldane, the pretty much mostly safe paladin.
Woohoo!
You all had some very frightening and upsetting moments. Felix, find out what actually happened with Felix and Rua as the leader of the group. Galpiu, who seems to be the ringleader, I should say, even, basically busted in the palace, and that was actually the first thing that happened. And then basically Felix had to leave Rua behind as Galpiu, for some reason, was really interested in Akura. And thankfully for Felix, he didn't want Felix, so he was able to escape. And was able to send a message to Akura to get him to come back. Meanwhile, Seamus was putting on a performance at a bar, which unfortunately got ruined as quite a few patrons got bitten and killed, and then
zombified.
Yes, and subsequently turned into zombies. Thankfully, Kuro was there to help him out, and they escaped, and actually caught up with Darren and Jade, who were also doing their own little bit of adventure. However,
and then the big nasty showed up.
Yes, thank you, Dylan. Yes, they unfortunately got split up as there were too many enemies to hold back, and Daron and Jade had to escape and go a different path to try and meet the others. However, Kuro and Seamus decided to travel into the sewers and found the marketplace where quite a few people have been stationed out. While they were resting after some intense fighting, Jade and Daron were continuing some more exploration, meeting up at the guardhouse and finding out some bits of information there. Learning the games on. Lovely. And yes, at the guardhouse, they did learn that Kurogane has actually lost the sending stone that he has. So very likely any information that is actually being received to him is either going somewhere else or is just not being picked up. But some good news came as through their exploration, they actually also got to meet Galpiu and had a bit of a talk with him, and actually saw him speaking to someone in the guard, although neither could see the person's face. Them two had a very treacherous battle, fighting a very big worm. But thankfully, Aldane and Tristina came in with the help, and the four of them are now together as a unit. However, that's pretty much where we've left off. If I remember everything correctly, or at least the stuff that needs to be mentioned. So, we're going to start with Kuro and Seamus as I bring you guys to a map. So, the area is like this quite big market area. It's like a building that has some shops around the area, but the main shopping section is inside this building. There is an upstairs section, But from what you have been informed, Seamus, that has been used for like to look after people, either any wounded or any like lookouts and scouts are using it, and
So this
also
is
just
more like an underground little base, huh?
sort of. Um, but yeah, right now there's quite a few people around. All the NPC tokens are just general people,
Mhm.
and a lot of them are trying to sort of go about a bit anything they can do. As some of these people do work here anyway, but they are trying to station a lot of guards around just in case anything sneaks in.
Are the guards these other tokens?
Yeah, they're the other tokens. These are just generic tokens. Not all of them look like this.
Of course.
I just didn't want to have billions of unique tokens.
I can't tell if that's a hat or they have bowl cuts.
It's a helmet, like a
Okay.
small one. But yes,
Okay.
so at this point, this would have been the end of the short rest that you and Kuro have had.
Yep. I think I
And
already
this
did the
guard,
hit dice for that last time.
yeah, and this guard here is pretty much just filling you in, pretty much letting you know what I've just said. And yeah, from what they know before you guys really got there and while you rested, they saw something large flying down by the arena, but they haven't seen it come back up. And they do know that guy was last seen there with a few of the guards.
Shit. We're gonna have to venture back out there in a little bit then.
Honestly, at this point, if they've not already been overrun, Guy would have already sent me something with sending.
Didn't you lose the sending stone, or was that Rua?
Well, no, Kuro's just saying that, like, because Guy can cast sending.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, Guy would have sent Kuro a personal sending message, and if he hasn't by now, the place has probably already been gone. You know, like, it's
Okay.
not like it's probably been lost.
Dang. Well, I guess that's one way to look at it. Let's hope he's just fending for himself pretty well.
I mean, the thing is, he can cast sending multiple times a day, so if he hasn't already sent me a message, then the only thing I can assume is that he's either dead, knocked out, or something. In fact, where is my sending stone? And he checks his person, and he looks quite worried.
Oh god, don't tell me you lost your sending stone.
Fuck. Of course I have. He's hoping it's only lost and no one's feeding misinformation to people.
That would be a bitch.
Meanwhile, cut to a guard receiving false information.
Mm-hmm.
No, Kutsa said guard just spreading it around the city that Kuragane is dead.
Yeah,
says
that
it's
would be...
Who says it's a guard? It could be someone else. Who knows? Yeah. The guard just continues to say, for now, all we could really ask of you guys is if you could help provide lookout duty or manage one of the entrances. And he does point down this way. Down that way is the front main entrance. We've already had a big creature try and bust in. We've had to barricade the doors as best we can.
Any sign of trouble so far right now?
The only thing is that a few of the infected people seem to be congregating at the sound of a very high-pitched scream. Sounds like a woman's voice.
Banshees. Shit.
Fun fact, out of character, that is an actual creature.
So a banshee.
You don't know. Could be.
Okay.
Give me an Arcana
So-
check if you want to get an idea on it.
Ooh. I forgot I'm proficient in Arcana.
Yes. In most out of character in most games, Arcana would honestly be a dump skill,
Yeah.
but I like to try and make it useful. Let me pull up the beats for a Banshee then, if things want to load. I mean, if my book wants to find me the page. So as far as you know, a Banshee is basically a spiteful spirit created from like a female elf. Typically, Banshees are known to be very beautiful and attractive and stuff, but Banshees are typically these sort of elves who have squandered that and typically use their good looks and charm for vile means. You do know that they are very loud. They do have a very piercing wail. However, banshees typically scare creatures when they wail.
So the fact that these are coming towards her.
Yeah, it's either some special kind of banshee, like one that's not been knowingly discovered,
Or
it's
it's a special kind of zombie.
Yeah, or something else entirely. Also, you would know banshees don't typically work during the day, and it's quite bright out.
So maybe we go set up some defenses and punch this bitch in the mouth?
The guard just says, well, that's the thing, we don't know where she is. We just know she's outside somewhere. We haven't had reports on this yet.
Kuro, what do you think? Should we go look for her?
He just has a hand to his chin and just looks around. It won't be too bad to look out for her. The only problem is that we'd have to try and draw her away from here. We can't afford to let an infestation or a swarm get to this place. There's too many innocent people. Not only that,
you have a good point.
But if the infected get into the sewers, then they'd have access to everywhere in the city practically. And from what I remember, there's a secret passageway to the castle underground from the sewers. I'm hoping that Rua and Felix are using it, and any other castle member.
I hope so too. Maybe they'll find their way here if they do.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, don't forget, we fought that giant worm in the sewers.
That is also true. So let's hope they don't run into that. But maybe we'll see them again.
Yeah, I mean, here's hoping.
So, what's your advice, Kuro? What do you think we should do?
He just looks at the guard, and he actually looks around and just says, as far as I can tell, everything seems to be going quite well. We've got more than enough guards to look after the people. It's just...
So,
my only worry is feeding people and making sure they're looked after. We don't know how long this could last.
So we should take a long rest and then go look for food.
Honestly, I'd say having the sun on our side would be the best. Then we have perfect visibility.
Alright, so then we'll go get food.
Yeah. Best thing I would say is if we try and find a path that, like, isn't easy to... Pretty much a secret hideaways or paths, like alleys.
Okay, so probably above ground though, just so we don't get that sewer worm.
Out of character, you do know you are above ground. Like, this is the first floor for Americans, or ground floor for people who aren't, and you know. Like, you're above the sewers. Like, going upstairs would take you to, like, rooftops.
Right. So, we should look around the city for just, like, hidden alleys, like, false alleys and stuff like that.
Just to stick close to alleyways, if only just for choke points. Not only that, but these infected don't really seem to be very fast. So we
Which
can
is
easily
good.
outrun people.
They're not the
Um,
28 days later type. That shit was gnarly. So, let's. Is there a secret exit somewhere?
The guard nods and just says, "If you follow me, I'll show you where."
All right, let's go. Let's start there and see if there's anywhere close to there that we
Well,
can go to.
Well, as you do start to move, this guard actually runs over, just dashing. And she says, "Kurogane, boss!" And Kuro turns at least. It's like, "What's the matter?" And he just says, there's a group of infected out at the front. They've completely surrounded the area. Not only that, but we think we found the thing that's causing all that screaming."
Oh, great. Time to go punch a bitch in the mouth.
He winces and just says, "I wouldn't try and fight her up close. She's got really bad claws."
It's a saying.
Okay.
I'm a deck you in the schnoz.
Do you follow the man to the front?
Yeah, I guess we gotta.
He leads you to the entrance. Before you go, Kuro just says, "Have archers above and any spellcasters, if only just to drop anything you can." And
Right.
they just nod. And he actually does say, "We have a few barrels of gunpowder. If we can find any strong throwers, we'll throw them down to them, let them get blown up." He just gives a nod. "Try not to catch any innocents, though, if there are any out there." And they salute him as Kuro joins you and leads you out.
Alright, cool.
And I'm going to take you to the map.
I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the
I'm just going to find some new music while I do this. No, this is too jolly. I need unease. This is too scary. God. Trying to find the right song and I can't remember where it is. Here we go, found it. Ego Mill and anyone else. Gonna drag you into the map.
And the hills are alive with the sound of music.
Oh, you're already on the map. No, you're not. Right. Ego, Dylan.
Alright.
Excuse me.
So as you come out, you just see a shit ton of zombies all over the place.
Too bad they're not all bunched up.
And if there aren't zombies around, it's dead people who've just been completely like eaten to the point where there wouldn't be anything to really like work with.
Resurrect into a zombie.
The thing you do notice especially is this creature, this female tiefling woman, whose features seem to have almost twisted and almost been corrupted looking. Any
Banshee or some kind of banshee equivalent.
any beauty she once had has been long since gone. You can clearly tell this is just like a husk of a person now. But she looks to you and just forms a twisted grin before screeching this loud, piercing noise. And all of the zombies nearby look. And I've posted in the general chat what she would look like.
Good boy.
Oh, that's terrifying.
As initiative, my dude.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
Kind of a shit initiative.
That's the kind of initiative I normally get.
I guess nobody was ready. Let me get all
She's
of the
terrifying, honestly.
I didn't know whether I wanted to make like a reference to the witches in Left 4 Dead, or I just wanted like a screamer. Well,
You could do the banshees from
Oh
Mass Effect.
god. No,
no,
those are terrifying.
she won't teleport around the map and
Exactly.
like stab you in the belly or whatever. Oh my god, these zombos! They're gonna be schmoving.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, thankfully one of them is
Shit, I
rolled.
should have had a held action.
He was, busy eating.
Yeah. So Seamus goes very near the bottom. Right then. So the Shrieker Mutant, as she is known as, just continues to scream as loud as possible. So loud, in fact. Daron, Aldane,
Oh my god.
as you're probably catching up with each other, you begin to hear a noise. Both of you give me perception checks.
Oh boy.
There we
Oh,
go.
I really do need backup, so.
Yeah, backup. Hopefully you shall get if my sheet will load properly. There
I'll
we
make some rolls for Jade and
go. Nope.
Tristina as well, because why not?
Oh right, Felix wasn't with us. He just saw the monster drop.
Yeah. So that was Jade's. Actually pretty decent. And Tristina. So, Aldane, for you it just sounds like you can't really tell what it is. And Jade's also a bit like. Well, Daron, with your trained hearing, you can clearly tell that is a loud female shriek. It doesn't sound like someone's afraid, it sounds like just this almost animalistic noise. And it's a shriek you've not heard before.
I
And-
described that to the party.
As you hear that, you begin to hear sounds of what sounds like running and panting and like other animalistic noises heading in that direction. If you look out from the arena, you would see loads of zombies are heading in that direction.
Is that in the direction of like the market? Do I like? Can I tell
You would-
this?
Yes, you would notice. You would know that is.
Shit. We need to go to the market. They're gonna be overrun.
All right, let's go then.
As much as I would love to go check the under part of this place, we need to go help the market.
Tristina
Yeah.
nods. Yeah. If there's a group of people though, we can't just let them die. Meanwhile, so the mutant, this lovely lady with a beautiful singing voice, just then begins to hold her hands up near her face as she does the dodge action. The stunty boys dash, getting to there, getting to there, getting to there. Both these boys are schmoving this way. He is schmoving there. And so's this lad. So that's their turn. The old men showcase, or at least older people, showcasing some sprightliness. Also dash. Or at least, making the way over as best they can. And here. And yeah, and there. Kurogane with his bow drawn just looks to you, Seamus, and says, "We need to try and push him back if we can."
Right. Okay.
Kurogane is going to action surge, getting off 4 shots. He is going to shoot the who would he try and shoot? Honestly, try and shoot the Banshee, the Screamer. Because, you know, if she stops screaming, then of course there should be less zombies coming your way.
True.
Unfortunately, he has disadvantage. Fortunately, that still hits. Dealing that much. And then his second shot misses. Also misses.
Oh shit.
And misses.
God damn it, Kuro.
The sprightlier zombies begin to dash.
Oh god, okay.
This one on the roof that you can see over here in the bottom left corner moves across the roofs. This one schmoves over here. This one schmoves over there. This one is moving this way. This gal is moving that way. Seamus.
They are all grouped up now. Hold on, I need to make some measurements real quick. If that's all right.
Go for it. Honestly, I was originally going to have the Shrieky Mutant in the sewers with Felix. But then I thought that would be too cruel to Mill.
Thank you for not doing that.
So I decided not to.
I can only
So-
imagine how much worse this would be in an enclosed space.
And imagine if Seamus had his lions still.
Yeah. I was about to say I'm gonna summon them, but then I realized I used them in the sewers. Ooh. Should I go for
Whoop-de-doodle.
number? Should I go for number of zombies hit, or should I go for the Banshee? What do you guys
Banshee.
think? I'm gonna leave.
Your choice.
I mean,
Go for the Banshee.
you could drop an AoE on her and still get a bunch of these anyway.
That's true, but the only AoE I really have is Shatter. And Thunderwave, but that's only from me directly, so like
Yeah.
I can't really cast it.
I mean,
Too
center
far.
shatter around here, and you can get 4 of them, including the Banshee.
Sorry, where are you marking? Center Shatter around where?
Yeah, like pretty much here.
Around here or so.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking of doing, but there's also all these ones that are getting closer. So I was maybe gonna try to take out a bunch of them so that the guards don't have as much to deal with.
I think the Banshee should probably just take higher priority since it's so dangerous.
Okie
From
doke.
what you can
Sounds
tell,
good.
from what you can tell, the moment she shrieked, the zombies started moving with a fervor they've not displayed before. So it's possible they might calm down a bit more if you can kill her. It's a 10-foot radius sphere. If I
Woo.
just drop
It's a decent amount of damage.
this boy down, because I'll...
Yeah, just get it so that it covers the 4 zombies right here.
There you go. So you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit all of them.
Con saves 17. So, time to do the mutants. Who fails. And now the zombos.
So,
There's
Zombo Wombo Combo.
fail, success, and fail. So only the stunty boy failed, but the rest take 17 thunder damage and dead. And yeah, the stunty boy, however, succeeding, lives, and she just wails in pain, almost crying at the pain of that.
Shit, I actually did something pretty good there. Also,
Kuro
with my
gives you a
bonus
thumb-
action,
Kuro gives you a thumbs up.
I'm gonna give Kuro some bardic inspiration,
Hog.
unless he already has it.
He wouldn't.
Okay, good.
Right. Now the generic zombos are schmoving. And here. I was originally going to make the normal zombies like ghouls from Fallout, where they'll just do like a flying leap, because I thought that would be really amusing. Yeah, that's them. So, as a loop, Kurogane, not Kurogane, you actually hear from the front of the building men, or at least soldiers, just yelling, "Fire now!" And some of them do some shots. I'm going to make some rolls to see how many actually hit. Oh wow, all of them hit. No, one of them misses,
Oh.
but that's fine. So how many's there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Yeah. So, because I'm rolling a d12 for these men to help you. So 11 get hit,
Love that.
and so a lot of them get shot with arrows, and yeah, they're not dead, but like, you know, still getting chipped. It's what you want. It's absolutely what you want. And now it's the Shrieker's turn, who just continues to shriek, causing the zombies to continue with their fervor. Now the Stunty boys. They are making their way downtown. Now the old men, or the old peeps anyway, you know. How are you feeling, Dylan?
Getting nervous.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Him, I believe. Alright. Kurogane's turn. He drops his bow and pulls out his rapier to stab this man in the face.
Oh, at least he used his action to dash so he couldn't attack. That would have been a little shit.
Dang. The crit would have been great.
Mm.
12 though.
Probably kills him off, right? Outright.
Yes. I'm gonna mark all the dead ones with an X because I don't want to accidentally delete the token that then holds the initiative because I can't remember which one that is.
Understandable.
But yeah, he does that, and then for his second attack, he moves over and attacks this one. One of the ones that's been chipped. Hits. And kills him as well. And then he moves back and just yells to the soldiers and says, "Move backwards, we don't want them overrunning us." And they comply. And then with his bonus action, he's going to command them to fire. That misses. One of them hits. Two of them hit. And they are going to target, respectively, this man and this lad.
Mm-hmm.
This Zombo is actually killed. But this one is on death's door. Sprightlier zombies make the way. This one jumps down because they're stupid.
Takes fall damage.
I'm just trying to think, like... Just trying to calculate. 15 to 19 feet, the average height of a two-story house. And how many is it? It is 1d6 for every 10 feet. So she only takes 10 feet. And I'll make this a public roll. Not very much. But then she continues running. Still more movement. I hope you're ready for this, Seamus.
Nope, I'm not.
Well, it's not up to you now, is it?
Oh.
This one is actually
Oh.
within range.
Oh. I'm actually so ready for this. Hold on, wait. I'm actually so ready for
And
this.
she's going to attack you, Seamus. 13, does that hit?
Nope.
Lucky you. As you push her
Finally
off.
something my armor class can handle. Oh damn. Alright, I'm gonna use trusty dusty old
What, shatter?
Thunder Wave.
Ah, sick. What's the range of that again?
It's the 15-foot cube
Oh.
originating at me. I'm gonna use it at level 2.
So you could do that and get them 4. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, level 2 Thunder Wave then. Drop it.
That ain't half bad.
That's a pretty good amount of damage, really. Right then, they have to make con saves. All of them failed. So, these 4...
Ah shit, probably should have casted that at first level. Oh, well.
There. To be fair, the sprightly ones are actually a bit bulkier than the normal ones.
Okay, so I did a good thing there. Would they
Yeah.
have died off of just the 13?
The ones that had been chipped would have.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it was a good thing that I did the higher level cast.
I mean, even
I
then,
got rid of most of the
Doesn't-
speedy ones.
I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, it also pushes them back 10 feet.
Yeah, so their corpses go flying. Can they be used as projectiles?
Well, that one goes there. So this old man gets hit with one, which pushes him back. Then this body, and then this body. So I'm gonna roll 3 separate strength saves for this zombie. Fuck it, I'll make these public rolls.
I love this.
That's a fail. That's a... I'd say... Oh, yeah, because I'm doing it based on your save. But that's 2 failures. So, right then.
So he gets hit by the first one. He kind of recovers and manages to kind of dodge the second one, and then gets fucking bodied by the third one.
Wow, he only takes that much. But then
4
he's
damage.
still pushed back 10 feet, though. Still, nice amount. Cannot complain. Now, the normal boys. Again, still making the way over. There's all you're really hearing, Seamus, is just like, you know, loud feral noises from these. It's
Nice.
really weird to think that these were just people that you've probably seen before as well. In fact, some of the outfits they're wearing look like wedding clothes. And if you actually look at the woman screaming at the back, she is wearing a tattered wedding dress. Speaking of her, would you believe it, she screams.
Everybody scream! Everybody
I'm gonna have to Eldritch
scream!
Blast that bitch in a sec.
The 2 zombies go in the water, have to make dex saves because they're too stupid to really pay attention. One of them fails, landing themselves prone in the water. The other one continues. This one moves in. This one moves
Someone
in.
playing zombie scream sounds in the background.
This one has to dash to move in. This one doesn't and goes to attack you, Seamus. That's a 9.
Does not hit.
This one moves in. The old zombies rush in. He also rushes in. This lad rushes in. This one also rushes in. Kuro's turn. Continuing with his rapier. Goes for some slashes. He's going to attack the boy to the bottom left, the shawl. Oh, D8 from because it's a D8, isn't it? Bardic Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? That's 13, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, I forgot. A 9 would have hit anyway, so he doesn't even need to use it.
Oh, hey, cool. Awesome.
So it hits, and it's dead because that was one of the ones that also got chipped, if I remember. Then he goes for this other dwarf, the one that's on you. Hits. And it's down.
Nice.
The sprightlier ones are running in. Zoom. Zoom. Zoom.
Wait, did that one just go underneath the dead token?
Yeah, it did. Fuck. There we
Okay.
go.
Okay, good.
Zoom.
I just wanted to make sure. Oh, shit.
Seamus.
Fuck. Thunderwave again. Is there a way I can place it to hit all 4 of these? Maybe 5?
No, it'd be too. I don't think you'd be able
So
to.
the cube has to be like
I'll be
adjacent
nice.
to me.
I'll be nice, but you could do it like this. 15 feet, then like, you know.
I just wouldn't hit the nimbly one.
You just wouldn't hit
That
the one
one,
that's
right?
immediately next to you, but you could still do that, and then hit these
Alright.
4 together. That'll be nice.
Yeah, and even that one too. Looks like.
Yeah,
So
roll
I'll
from the
hit.
wave.
Yeah. Gotta do it at first level. Fuck, only 4 damage.
You hate to see it. Let me just check
Yeah.
again. Right, so if they succeed, they don't get pushed. Right. Con saves. Let's go. So, one of the old men, the old zombie, survives. The other old one fails with a nat 1. The 2 sprightlies, one of them fails, the other one succeeds. And the stunty boy also fails. So, pushed. 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 And unfortunately, none of them died because that sadly was too weak in damage.
Yeah, you don't have to rub it in. I'm gonna use my bonus action to stab this bitch.
Alright then.
Or actually, wait. Would the guards attack her?
They'll attack, don't worry.
I was gonna say, where even are
Nothing
they on the
There's
initiative?
nothing wrong with chipping them though.
Yeah, I'll chip this one though.
Alright,
Just because right in front of me.
get some salt and vinegar for these chips, am I right?
For real though. Woohoo!
Oh wow. Yeah, it's a crit.
But
You
only
ju-
7 damage.
You just yeah, but you kill it.
Oh, nice! It was already chipped then.
So the normal boys, the normies, make their way over. Making them ways.
Making their way downtown, walking fast, paces fast.
So now at the end, again, some more
And I'm
archers go
homebound.
up. Sadly, only 5 hit. And the ones that get hit are this one, that one, and 5.
What happened to the two that are directly in front of us?
So,
And they only chip them.
yeah, sadly, it's a lot of chip. Also, I forgot about... Yeah. The ones that are actually here, though, do attack. This one attacks this Zombo. Hits. And she is dead. And then this one, with a whip, actually attacks this zombie. Hits. And would you know it, also kills it.
Yay.
Now the Shrieker, third verse, same as the second and first. The stunty lads rush past. This one gets up and dashes, meaning he only has 10 feet. This one dashes. This one can make it. There you go. And this one dashes. Seamus, what's your AC?
14.
Oh, lucky, that was a 13 again. Misses. Now the old man. This one immediately in front of Kuro. Oh no.
Oh god.
It actually crit Kuro.
Oh no!
Shit.
Not Kuro! I don't want zombie Kuro!
You watch as the zombie bites Kuro right down on the arm.
Shit.
And you watch as then he just kicks the zombie away. But you can see blood dripping from his arm.
Kuro, cut off your arm right now.
The old man, this one moves in. This one moves in, pushing past. This one moves in. That one moves in. And now it's Kuro's turn. And he is going to use his last use of fighting spirit for the day as he attacks this zombie with advantage. And hits with a 10, which does take it out. Then he attacks the one that just bit it. Taking it out. Yeah. Now, the sprightly ones move in. And these are like pushing over each other's bodies.
Oh, great.
They're just like proper going at it.
And the guards are just like blocking the entrance for us, like we can't go through it.
You can move through. They're just trying to hold the line so nothing gets through them.
What the fuck? I thought the whole time we were blocked.
Yeah, they did, and they let it through for you guys.
Oh,
Now,
man.
the sprightly one attacks this guard. Gets a nat 6, which misses. And yeah, very quick turn. Seamus.
Fuck. Gotta pull out the measuring stick again.
Are you doing shatter?
Yeah,
Because here you go.
but I'm gonna move first before I use shatter.
Give me a sec.
I just want to make sure.
So you could do...
Can
That would hit
Yeah.
you, Kuro. You could do that.
Yeah, but
It's...
no,
all
scooch
of-
it back up because I'm gonna do something else first. Because
Okay.
I'm gonna move back behind the line here and
You'll
drag
provoke-
Kuro with me.
You'll provoke 3 attacks of opportunity.
Okay, fuck it. Okay, then bring it out. That one more right there.
Back there.
Yeah.
You do hit everything but this one.
Yeah. Unfortunate. I just have to get as many as I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice damage. Now con saves. There is.
See, guys, this is why I kind of wanted to do more
All of them.
quantity than quality on killing them.
All of them fail.
Yay! So that means they're all dead, right?
Every last one of them is demolished. And there you go.
And then, let's see. I'll use some movement.
Now you can move back in.
Yeah. I have 30 feet of movement. Could I move like... Oh shit. Right here, but like right here?
There you go.
And then I have advantage on this lady, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
use my bonus action to dagger.
Yeah, go for it. That hits. Yeah, still going though. She's still only been just chipped so far, really.
Alright.
That your turn?
Yeah, I still have some movement left, right?
Yeah, and you'll provoke if you move away from her. Unless you wanted to go there.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here.
Right. The normal boys. Oh. Making the way over. At the end of that, Kuro just commands all of them to fire on the screamer. To which they do. Wow, a full 12. All of them hit the shrieker.
Nice.
Oh no, wait, I have to make 2 rolls because she's got dodge. Okay, that's still good. 7 hit. Okay, chip. Damage. Decent. Nice amount. Yeah, she's just been hailed with arrows. And she's continuing to scream in pain as it's her turn. At this point, she actually, having been made a pincushion, begins to move. And she moves forward.
So I don't want to
Now-
alarm anyone, but my fire alarm just went off
Oh,
for like a minute. I don't know why.
is it still going?
No, you'd be able to hear it.
Right.
It's
Yep.
quite loud, but it's just went off.
Odd. Right. Actually, there's no older zombies.
Yay! We killed them all. Thank
Kuro's
God.
turn. As he stabs the zombie you're flanking with. Kills it. Even with minimum damage. And then goes for the one that's behind him. Hits. And kills it. And that's actually all of the sprightly zombies. Seamus.
Alright, still got the big bad bitch to deal with. So... Ooh, wait. Time to... Can I get that 10-foot spear again? 10-foot sphere?
I've just made one of these 10-foot sphere.
Make it like this one. Because I want to see if I can hit all 3 of these around there. That one too, yeah.
Yeah, you can hit all them.
Including the Banshee?
Yeah, the Screamer.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it.
Coolio, because I have 1 3rd level spell slot left and I'm using it right now.
Nice. That's a lot. Now I'm
I
gonna
hope that kills her.
Oh boy.
She rolls a 9, and
Which is does
and
not meet the
actually
DC.
even half of that much would mean all these are dead anyway.
Yeah.
Even on a pass, they'd fail. Like they wouldn't live. But her, on the other hand, so you blast her, and fuck it, I'm just gonna get rid of. Wait, where's the?
And then I started blasting.
So I'm gonna swap this one for being alive with this one, because as it turns out,
That's the one with the initiative.
yes.
And you're gonna delete all the rest of them. Yay! Okay.
And then let me just get rid of that one. The screen clearer, but she
And,
is still standing.
Shit. All right, and
You
then
You did a hefty blast to her though.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to go back behind the line over here and drag Kuro with me.
I mean, make a strength check to see, because he's willing to stand his ground.
Just a straight strength check.
Athletics, it would be,
Damn it.
versus.
Oh hey.
Oh. So I'm gonna make this a public athletics check. Yeah, you just force him backwards. We need to kill her!
I need can I do a medicine check to see if there's any way to actually heal the bite wound, or is he just doomed to be a zombie?
Do a medicine check to even, figure any of that out. I'll allow it. That'll be that'll be the full turn, though. It's too crazy. It's too hectic. You'd need some time you'd need some time to figure it out. You could do one later
a crit! I had a crit. Damn it!
You could do it later on, but now there's some zombos left.
Yeah, I know.
They are dashing in. And now it's the end of that turn. All of the guards focus on the Shrieker. Only 5 hit. But you watch as the last few arrows pierce her, and one just goes straight through her throat as she just collapses. Dead.
Oh, thank God.
Which then leaves the rest of the guards to move in, and they will take these out. As you can drag Kuro inside.
Yeah.
And I'll bring you back to here. As combat is now over.
Shame that we
Alright.
weren't able to get there in time.
Well, fun fact, as you're having to move through the city, as it stands now, there's a lot of walls been put up and a lot of destroyed, scenery and buildings. Not only that, but you're also having to deal with the fact that there's a lot of zombies about now. And even just casually, some of those big mutants, the muscular ones, are becoming more commonplace.
Mm-hmm.
And on a couple of rooftops, you're seeing those sneakier ones. You still haven't seen the flyer that you barely caught, which might be a good thing. It depends on your perspective.
I have perspective, really.
But yes, you are inside with Kuro, who is just holding his arm as you bring him in, and they barricade the door shut. This hurts as he's holding his arm, bleeding. I'm just going to change the music for you, Mill. Here you go.
Alright, so first thing I do is look for a doctor.
You would easily find a doctor. there's a couple of like medical professionals who would, come over to help, and they do.
Yeah. So I say, okay, so that's a zombie bite. It's usually contagious. Is there anything we can do?
They will do a medicine check.
Can I do one at the very least to help them along?
Are you proficient?
No.
Then no. You could do your
Damn
own,
it.
but otherwise it wouldn't be as good as the trained medical professionals.
I'll just do my own.
So they get a 19,
Uh-huh.
and from what they know anyway, because they have brought in people who have been bitten, it's quite a deep bite as well. He can still use his arm
Mm-hmm.
if he wanted to, and it does seem to be quite flexible and still movable. But as far as he can tell, unless the arm is cut off, once it's too late for him. And by this point already, you've seen the infection take hold very quick. The fact that he hasn't already turned in the time it would have taken to examine him is impressive.
Yeah.
But, however, Seamus, you do start to see some red bloodshot in the corners of his eyes already.
Shit. Kuro, looks like there's nothing we can do for you.
If I'm not infected right now, I can still fight. Right now, what we
Alright.
need to do is move the people out of here. It's not safe for them anymore if there's any more of them shriekers around.
I turn to the doctors and I ask them, is there any way to maybe slow down the infection?
They shake their heads. We've tried everything. The only thing we have done is been able to amputate people. But the thing is, that's only in things that are amputatable. Can't exactly cut off someone's, waist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and by now, because of combat and shit, there's no way the infection hadn't already spread from his arm.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
If it gets too worse, Kuro says, I'll split off from you guys.
Okay, Kuro.
As long as I can still fight, there's no point in giving up on me just yet. Who knows?
Seamus's heart is just shattering right now.
Who knows? Hey, Seamus, we might find a cure. We don't know. Who knows? Maybe Aldain and Daron or whoever's found one.
God damn it, I
Spoilers,
hope so.
have not.
Sadly, we are not the cavalry.
For now,
This
though,
way.
we need to get out. If there's even half as many of those infected out there as there was just then, we need to go. It's not safe here for anyone. And given I have been bitten, there's no sense in me not being a scout, is there now?
I guess not.
I know of some good passageways in the sewers that should get us near the guardhouse. Failing that, I know there's some passageways that'll get us outside of the city walls.
Let's go to the ones that get us outside the city walls just so we can start evacuating people.
Yeah, I agree. Do we want to have a
Do
quick
your best
rest?
to hold on. I don't know if we have
No.
time for a quick rest. We don't want the infection to get worse. So I think we got to keep pushing, even though I have no spell slots left.
It's fine. I'm just going to restock on arrows and try and get my second wind back. As he does use second wind. So this is the D10 plus 6. He gets 14 HP back, which does take him at full HP anyway. Yes. So as he restocks on arrows, and you and him prepare to go down, before you go down, Kuro just says, if we're not back in, I want to say half an hour, seal the entrance to the sewers and try and make some sort of signal for anyone. And the guard nods. And so, you go down to the sewers of Kuro, right? Seamus?
So we just head down to the sewers, right?
Yeah. Before you
Okay.
do that, we're going to move on to someone else.
Cool.
Felix.
Yellow.
I'm going to move to you as I drag the map over your way. So there's the dead body of the mutant creature thing. Unfortunately, your path this way is blocked, so you'd have to go back the way you came and try and find another passageway. Or you could try and move the body. It's up to you.
Or, because I've had a short rest, I can Misty Step.
Isn't that racial? That's also like...
It's
Once
once per long or short rest.
Is it? I don't remember it. Is it?
I thought it was.
I'm sure racial spells are only once every long rest. That's how it is for a lot of the racial spells.
Phase Step is a bonus action. You can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Once you use this trait, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest.
Oh yeah, it's the... Yeah, alright then. You would have been able to have a short rest to do it, so you can Misty Step through it if you want.
Do I want to waste to use some Misty Step on that, I suppose.
The thing is that you can't see ahead, so you have to be careful you don't over or undershoot the range. How far do you want to go ahead from where you are?
Oh god, I'm gonna end up in the fucking sewer water if I do this.
Well, you've already been drenched by the sewer water already.
I've dried myself with prestidigitation.
But yeah, how far would you try to do it?
See. I can tell how wide the sewer is, right?
Yeah, from what you can tell, it's like only typically like 10 or 15 feet across from the other side, where you are here. And you can see how wide the creature is, which is about 10 to 15 feet as well, so...
So I'm gonna do it about 20 feet in that direction. Assuming that is the direction I want to be heading in, right?
Straight through, yeah.
Yeah.
Right then, give me a high or low, Mel.
Oh no. Hi.
And you get... Look at you.
Oh,
Yay.
You
I
find
was about
yourself
to say.
just across.
Oh.
Unless you want to jump across this way, this path is destroyed, so you'd have to go down.
Nope, I will head down.
Right. So you find yourself at some crossroads. There's a path down this way. You can see a turn down this way, or you can go straight ahead.
I've forgotten where it is I'm trying to head is the thing.
Well, you don't really know. All you know is you came down that way.
Yeah. So I know I'm... Do I know I'm under the arena at this point?
I mean, you saw bits of, like, floor that came down, but a lot of it was washed in the water. So unless you wanted to reach in the sewer water and pull out some of the floor above,
Not really.
I'd say you wouldn't really know.
Right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. When it roars, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Down this way I go.
Which way? Oh, straight down then.
Yep.
Yep, so as you go down that pathway, let me copy and paste you. I have to make sure I put you on the correct map.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
you are. No,
Oh
wait,
no, this is a
it?
bad choice.
No, wait. No, it's not. I'm wrong. It's not that path.
Okay.
I just had to make sure because no, the map doesn't make sense with it.
Okay.
Is it this path? No, it's not that one. Where is it now? Yes, here we go. So you find yourself down this way.
Oh boy.
You see a couple of these undead down here. You see a gnome that is about to fall in the water. You see an old, like, Goliath man. And then straight down is a very young elf woman. Actually, wait, no, it's dark. So you only see this old man. You only see up to 60 feet.
Yep.
I'm going to put this aura on you so you know how far you can see. That's how far you can see. They seem to have not noticed you though, so if you wanted to, you could get an advantage on them.
Can I hear anything else?
Give me a perception check. Because
Oh.
there's a lot of rushing water and a lot of groanings. It's all too much of a muddle for you. You can only really focus on the two
Great.
in your vision immediately in front of you.
Great. Oh. This is gonna go horribly for me. This is going to go so awfully.
What you doing, Mill?
I am going to... Wait, you said it's dark, right?
Yeah?
And I am... How far away from that one? That's 50 feet. Goody. Gonna cast Shadow Blade.
Okay. Now what?
And you said that this one was about to fall in, right?
Yeah?
I'm gonna hook my Shadow Blade at this one.
Can you reach that far? What's the throw distance?
20 to 60.
And 60. Well, that is 50 feet. Yeah. See, I'd say you'd have a... I always forget what the rule for throwing is. Because I can't remember if it's... Yeah. So, yeah, I'll just say it's advantage. Why not? I'll be nice. Roll to hit.
Oh.
Thank God for advantage. That hits. You throw the blade, and you manage to skewer it right in the side of its head as it falls to the ground. And this man, I must make a dex save for, passes and stays on. But you just hear a thud. And then some noises up ahead. As this zombie approaches and looks at the body. Now what?
Bonus action to make the sword reappear in my hand,
Okay,
and then hook it at that one.
do it. Yeah, that hits. Yeah, that hits. That hurts. From what you can tell from the range, they don't seem to have good vision.
Hmm.
Because you know dwarves have dark vision, and like an elf would have dark vision. But it's looking around, but it doesn't seem to be noticing you.
Hmm.
Possibly whatever's exactly happened to it has like dulled its senses.
Yeah.
It does try to make a perception check to hear you. And you have spent your turns doing stuff. So it just turns its head and looks straight in your direction. And just does a scream. Not a particularly loud scream, but just like a annoyed noise. You hear some stuff in the back. Some voices. Now what do you do?
Hmm. So it is 55 feet away. Hmm. I'm gonna take that chance. Bonus action to reform the sword, and then once again hook it at this fella.
Do it, my dude. Hits. And it's dead as its body falls into the water.
Oh boy, that's not gonna go well for me.
You hear a loud sploosh noise
Hmm.
as then this one comes into view. You hear a noise, and you hear some more footsteps coming your way.
How many more footsteps?
Give me a perception check, my guy.
God damn it.
You can't tell. There's too many. For all you know, there could be like 10, 15, maybe 20. You have no clue.
But I know it's a lot.
You know it's more than one.
The question
Now
is,
what?
would this decision be intelligence or wisdom? I suppose.
Common sense would be wisdom, I'd say.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's me being a smart boy.
What decision have you come to then?
I'm gonna back out of this tunnel.
You gonna run?
Yep. Well, not run, but quietly walk away.
Sounds like it's. I don't know. That sounds like coward talk to me.
Good. Cowards stay alive longer.
Right, bring you back to the map.
I'm on my own. I don't have like fucking AoE spells. I
Sucks
get
for you.
swarmed, I die.
Sucks for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Now what? You're back here.
Gonna move my way back up here. Go down here.
You do know. I was gonna say you do know this hole is big enough to fit you through, and you could get past. But I mean, if you wanted to. But hey, you're
Not
there
especially,
anyway.
because just gonna
So
make
now-
another quick. Or is something happening?
No, you just go down that way.
Okay.
So you see a little bit down that way. From what you can tell, you aren't hearing anything down there in particular.
I didn't go far enough in to see if it connected up or not, is the thing.
Yeah, that's the only problem, isn't it?
Yeah. How long has it been since I cast Shadow Blade?
How many turns was that?
That was 3 turns.
3. That's only been what? 18 seconds roughly, I'd say.
So I've still got it. So I will cautiously, trying not to make too much noise, and I will roll a stealth check if need be, go down this tunnel.
You're going straight down?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, my guy.
Cautiously, trying not to make too much noise.
Let me see if I can actually... Yeah, I can. So, I'm gonna move you on to here. And then, so as you come down, I'm just gonna bring you there. And the only reason it's covered in mist is because, you know, it's a completely optional path. But as far as you can tell... no, don't take the whole map. It's a dead end.
Right. Well, back up.
Going back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might be glad that's a dead end.
And then...
Dead ends against like enemies that can swarm you is a very bad place to be.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, any activity... Yeah. You don't know really in terms of activity, but yeah, you back up.
So obviously head back sort of this direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be able to see down there. What's this particular aspect?
As far as you can... Give me a perception check to get a good idea, really, I'd say. Because as far as you can tell, it's just a gated thing.
Keep getting
It
decent
just
rolls
seems to
on
be
the
like...
other side.
Just seems like a gated door, as far as you can tell. You might be able to get through it, but you'd need to find a way to open it.
I'll go investigate it if nothing else.
Alright then. The moment you get closer, you do actually see stairs that are leading upwards. From what you can tell, there's no lock by it, but you can see it's got 3 sets of like gates blocking it. One of them seems to have been already like sorted, I guess you could say, but there's still 2 left that like you would need to unlock it with, and that's if you have the time.
So how are they locked?
Give me an investigation check if you want to know.
That's great.
From what you can tell, it's some other sources around the area, but you don't know where.
Oh, no getting through there at the moment.
You don't know where to go on that. You could teleport through it if you had Misty Step.
Darn. Oh well. Head off in this direction, I suppose. Once
Nice.
again, cautious.
Are you sneaking?
Sneaking could just make things worse, but yes.
I mean, you'd need to be, or else, you know, your normal footsteps would potentially alert enemies.
Is this worth it?
So what are you doing then? Are you sneaking or not?
I'm gonna sneak. I was just wondering whether to cast Past Without Trace, but it's not worth it.
Alright then. So you going in, right? My
Yep.
guy?
With a 17.
Not bad. So as you sneak in, I'm going to bring you to the map. This is what you see when you get there. You see 3 of these bunched up, an older zombie over here, and that's all you can see from your field of vision.
Perception again to see what else I can hear. Please have the good roll be on the right side.
They want it on the left.
Yes.
As far as you can tell, there's a particularly like shrill woman's voice that sounds like it could be quite loud, and it sounds like it might belong to like a like a younger female,
Hmm.
but it's more down this way, like that way, but you can't see the source.
Right.
As far as you can tell, they haven't noticed you as well.
I'm gonna back away.
You're leaving?
Yes.
Alright. Make sure
Again,
I've got
what part of on my own don't want to die do you not understand?
Alright. Now what? You're back here. Where you
I'll take my time and work out the gate. Thank you very much.
give me an investigation check. I'd say by this point you. How long does?
I'm sure
Shadowblade last?
Shadowblade has gone by now. I'm willing to accept that because it's only a minute.
Yeah, Shadowblade would have long since gone.
That's fine. God damn it. Really can't figure
Oh.
out this door. Great.
Yeah, it could be anywhere. You don't know if it's like under the water, like if it's under here. You don't know if it's like some other path you've been.
Hmm.
You really aren't sure.
What do I have? Nothing of particular use in this situation.
You could just die.
I'd rather not. God. How long has it been since since Rua and I got attacked? Then
Well, you had a long rest. You had a short rest at one.
had a
some
short
point,
rest
right?
once I first got into the sewers. Yeah.
I'd say by this point you've probably been exploring for like a good 4 hours or so.
Yeah. Hmm. On the off chance, do you remember what the last sending that I received was?
What, from Akira?
I'm fairly sure I sent to Kuro as well.
I don't remember.
Let me check that didn't work. Check the chat entries. If it'll work. It doesn't appear to be working. Yeah, nice. Right, that's not working.
I'll have a look for you. See if it'll work for me. That was someone else who sent that. I genuinely don't remember. Sadly, it's been quite a bit of time.
Well, it's been two weeks now, yeah. Unfortunately. Do you remember what Akira said to me?
That'd be within the next day.
Within the next day. Then I guess I will take a short rest to regen my Misty Step. Things I clearly can't figure out this door.
I'm sorry, it's just really like amusing.
I mean, his only other option is to wade through a horde of zombies to get to the other two known exits.
Yeah, just Doomguy it up. Come on.
I can't Doomguy it up!
Yeah, Doomguy it up. Come on.
I'm not that strong!
Sounds like you're a bit.
Yeah, obviously, Noel. Just what are you talking about? You have to.
Just do it.
Just cue up the heavy metal music.
I mean, if you're a blade singer and just think, no, it's fine. So you take the hour to rest. She's very stinky, very like, not a fun time. Now you can Misty Step again. Do you go through?
I Misty Step through, yes. Please. Oh, I'm just gonna be so mad if I end up Misty Stepping my way into a room full of zombies.
So you find yourself, basically.
In a room full of zombies.
No. So you Misty Step out. I'm just going to take it to the world map because you basically find yourself outside, and you actually can see like you basically find yourself in like the basement of a building.
Mm-hmm.
For what you can see of your vision, no one seems to be inside with you. There just seems to be quite a bit of damage though, and stuff like has clearly been moved, as if someone's taken their stuff and gone.
Mm.
There's some stairs that you can get up to get out and like onto the ground floor to leave if you want.
I suppose I would. First, I'm gonna listen for any movement upstairs.
Perception, my guy.
7-11. Great.
You aren't sure.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, there isn't any noise.
Felix is gonna creep his way upstairs then.
So as you make your way upstairs, you peek round. Do you sneak, by the way?
I will stealth, yes. Ooh, that was the worst one.
So as you're walking up the stairs trying to be quiet, you just hit every creaky floorboard. It'd be easier to count how many creaky floorboards you didn't step on.
I think after the third one, Felix would just stop bothering and start preparing to fight rather than put all his attention into trying to sneak.
Do you do a held action then?
Held action, if I see anything zombie-like, firebolt.
Right. So as you make your way up, you don't see anything. What you do see, though, is what looks like the remnants of a weapon shop. Inside, you can see there's a room at the back of like the building that seems to have been used, and you do see a dead body. Its position looks like they were reaching out to get something.
How dead does this body look?
Very dead. From what you can tell, they would have probably like, yeah, it just looks like a dead body.
Oh, Felix is feeling very paranoid right now.
As far as you can tell, you can leave through the front with no issue.
Has this weapons shop been ransacked then?
Looks like a few of the stuff's been taken. Honestly, it looks like something that you would particularly need to use yourself.
Right.
Which is typical weapons, there's nothing special.
Can I tell where in the city I am at this point?
You'd have to leave the building or go upstairs and look through a window.
With a nervous glance at the body, Felix will head upstairs.
As you go upstairs, there's no one there. You do see a window that's been opened though. Either someone got in or someone got out.
Mm.
Someone's used the room that someone's been through here though.
Right.
But if you look outside, you can see the arena.
So how far away from the lower tier guardhouse does that mean?
Well,
mean
fun fact, you notice a lot of walls have been put up around the city. You've never seen these before. You don't know why there's loads of walls blocking ways off. If you look around the rest of the house, like through another window, you can see, you know where the guardhouse would be,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a big wall blocking you from just a straight access. So you might have to take side streets or go awkward ways.
Right.
Now what?
I really don't like this.
That's the point.
I know it's the point, but I still don't like it.
That's the point, my guy.
I will then cast Pass Without Trace and start sneaking my way towards the lower tier guardhouse.
Alright then, give me 3 stealth checks and 3 perception checks.
Do you want me to do 3 and 3 or one after another?
Your choice.
That's a good roll.
That's a 31.
Less good.
That's a 22.
That's good.
That's a 27. And then your perception. That's a 7. That's a 14.
Hey. There we go.
Hey! So at first, as you're walking through and being sneaky, you have to end up breaking stealth because you actually see a very large, beefy creature. You saw one trying to follow you as you were getting your way to the sewers, and it pretty much like sees you and tries to throw something at you, but you manage to escape it because it's clearly too slow to catch up.
Good.
Being more aware, though, you manage to see a few more zombies and different groups of creatures, and you see a female with, like, very tattered clothes, looks a bit more pristine condition than some of the other stuff you've seen. In fact, it looks like, basically, it was in a tattered wedding dress. And it's just covered in blood. It's just a bunch of zombies are crowded around it.
Right.
You're able to sneak past as they're all clearly enamored with it. Eventually, you do manage to get to the guardhouse, but it takes you like half an hour to get there.
That's fine. I'll take as long as it needs.
By the time you get to the guardhouse, you do see a few guards who, in the windows, actually wave to you.
They saw me?
They see you approaching. You see a lot of dead zombies and stuff outside the guardhouse. Many arrows and magic attacks have hit them.
Do I recognize any of the arrows as belonging to Darren?
No?
So they, at least, haven't made their way here.
To your knowledge.
Based, yes, to my knowledge of, arrows. It's possible Darren could have been fighting in close quarters, but seems unlikely.
Based on what you know about Dairon and
Know
your
about
whole
these
deal.
things, yes.
So, you make your way. You are let inside by a guard. And it just says, "It's good to see you, Felix. Unfortunately, you did miss some of the others that had come by."
Do you know where
Jaden
they
Dar-
went?
Jade and Darren, I believe, went to the arena.
Damn it, it was just there. Well, how long ago did they go to the arena?
I want to say like a couple of hours ago by now. That was where we knew Guy was held up last. We're worried though, because, Guy can cast sending. If he hasn't sent us anything or anyone else to let us all know, it's probably the place has been overrun and he's died. Or maybe he's had to use all his spells up. Or maybe he's gone missing. As far as we know, he's currently MIA.
What about Kuragane?
Yeah, same.
Right.
We've been trying to connect with his sending stone, but as far as we know, from what we've heard from our intelligence, he's actually lost his stone. And the thing is, though, is the stone's been getting used. So whoever's taken the stone has been feeding misinformation.
So I've got good news and I've got bad news. Which would you prefer first?
Give us the bad news first.
The king has been taken hostage by, I'm willing to bet, the perpetrator of this attack.
They just blink. look quite grave. What's the good news there?
Akra is on his way, should be here by tomorrow.
They do chirp up more at that. That's good to hear.
Also, I don't think the king is in any danger? Question mark. I'm not sure.
That's not helpful.
I had a lot on my plate.
Okay, fine. Take a rest for now anyway. If you need to go out and do any scouting, we can send someone with you, but we don't really have anyone you're probably familiar with. As far as I know, Jade's with Daron, and from what we've heard, Tristina's with Aldane. Cammy's still searching around, and again, we don't know about Kuro and Guy.
I'll try and get in contact with my friends via sending, but I've only got so many uses of it.
They nod. We understand. If you want, you can borrow one of our stones, and it'll connect you to, well, it should be able to connect you to some others if you wanted to use that and communicate with some of the other guards. We've got enough to spare here.
Ooh. Felix would remember that Aldane has our sending stone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take you up on that offer. I should be able to get in contact with Aldane that way, at least.
Do you want to do a sending now?
Yes.
While you do that, do we want to call a quick break here?
Yes.
Right. That's fine, because I need to pee anyway. That's mostly what I called it.
Turn this music up. It's quite quiet, this particular track. But yeah, there was no way in hell Felix was going full fucking Rambo and trying to take on more than like a few zombies at range on his own. There's just no way in hell. Felix is fully aware of his limitations. Those limitations are he's the support, not the damage dealer. And he's also very squishy. But I will compose a message, I suppose.
I have returned.
I'm just composing my message.
How's the session?
Like as I was saying while you were away, did you really expect me to have Felix just charge in like Rambo?
Just Doom Guy it, it's fine.
Yeah, Mel, just Doom Guy it.
I'm not Doom Guy.
The fastest movement is like still slow enough you could pick off a shit ton before they got to you.
I'm not willing to take that chance. Felix has self-preservation instincts.
Good thing you didn't stumble upon the Shrieker. Then you would have been in trouble.
Like that's the thing. That was the wisdom check I made in the first tunnel that I got an 18 on. Like, is Felix stupid enough to actually, try and keep fighting these things off, or is he gonna take the smart approach and go, you know what? Probably best I'm not here anymore.
fun fact, there was things you could, like, switches above in the room that you're in that would activate the locks on the gate.
Of course there were, but Felix failed his investigations, so...
You still successfully passed the puzzle, just in a very different way.
You've solved his puzzle.
What do you think about Parkour, by the way?
I'm so sad.
I'm crying.
I guess that sending message was right for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So does that make this adventure non-canon then?
Well,
You think?
if we can cure it, it's canon. If not, then yeah.
Unless the men would have already turned by now, and he's seemingly still going.
Is guardhouse one word or two?
I'd say it's one word. I'll be nice.
Well,
'Cause it'd be like hyphenated. Also, Dylan Emia,
Yeah.
what did you think of that fight with you and Kuro outside?
We almost got out of it scot-free. He only got hit once, and I didn't get hit at all. And it was like, shit, that one crit.
You did some very good uses of AoEs, though.
Yeah, I tried to place him as best I could. That's why I was stressing the whole time. But yeah, like that's probably the most spell slots I've used in a fight, because I used up all my second and third levels. I only have, I think, like 2 first level spell slots left. And I can't really do much with that, so I'm just going to be Eldritch Blasting the rest of my way through.
Nothing wrong with that. Also, there's a reason why I'm not using Ration. He's currently taking holiday.
I was
Of course
going
he
to say
is.
he's probably off at a casino somewhere. He's off at Morongo.
He's off at the casinos in Belvetment for a change. He wants to...
Ah, you went to Pachanga. Gotcha. I'm just naming off casinos that are on Indian reservations in America.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when everyone's ready to dive back in and we can.
I'm ready.
there's my sending.
Beautiful.
That should be 25 words.
Alright. Who else is ready?
Me.
I'm ready.
Are you, Mel?
Yeah?
Alright. We'll cut to Aldane as you, Tristina, Jade, and Dayron are making your way over to where the marketplace would be. You're still a good ways away, given loads of the prefab walls, and just dealing with the fact that a lot of them crusher mutants, the big boys, are just very commonplace now. So unless you're willing to do straight up fights in the street, you know.
Mm.
Part way along though, you do get this message from Felix. What do you do with that information, Aldane?
I reply. Forget where am I at this point?
So you're like, because the market and the guardhouse are in opposite directions. You're like, I'd say, you're quite a ways away. You're in sort of part of the city we don't tend to go to, just because a lot of like the people that you know are in the sort of other direction. I'm trying to think like, honestly not terribly far from where you originally were at the start of this.
Hmm. Well, Daron and Tristina and Jade are with me, so I'll consult them. I got a sending from Rua. He's at the lower tier
mean,
guardhouse.
You mean
Felix.
Not
Felix? I mean, I'm
Felix.
glad you
He
think so
says Rua
highly
is-
of me, Aldane, but
He says Rua is being held hostage, but is otherwise okay. And Akura is going to be here within a day.
Jade noticeably lightens up when she hears that.
If Akira's, if this person's holding Rua hostage, then Akira's on his way.
Apparently, my granddad was going to have a bridge named after him, but then the people realised no one crosses Akira Everay and lives.
Hmm. The point is,
That's
I think-
funny.
with Akira coming, this individual probably knows Akira and has a plan to deal with him in
Yes.
some way, shape, or form. We can't rely on Akira to save us.
No.
We'll have to tip the balance in some way.
Our immediate priority should be to survive and gather any survivors we can, though.
Agreed.
Do we want to meet Felix at the guardhouse? It is quite a way away, though.
Yes. The issue is he's on his own, as far as we know, and he doesn't have any particularly powerful support with him.
I mean,
It'd
the
be
guard.
safer for us if we went to meet him than the other way around.
Hmm. The only thing is that noise we heard, and seemingly all the zombies heading towards the market, though.
The market is
And
the
Tristina does
market
not.
on our way to the guardhouse, or is it the other way?
It's the opposite direction. And Tristina does nod, saying, if there's an infestation of zombies outside the bazaar, they could easily be overrun.
Hmm.
At least Felix can be held up at the guardhouse and safe with all that equipment and resources.
Yes. Alright. I'll send him a message then.
Let him know where we're going. Tell him to
Yes.
hold up as long as he can.
So we are at the gallery, if I remember correctly.
At this point, you're not near the gallery now because you came from the stadium. I'd say
Right.
you're not too far from, like, not the town square, but just like you're not too far from like the river that flows through the city.
Mm-hmm. So what I respond is, we are near the town square, heading towards Marketplace to investigate. I'm with Christina, Jade, Dairon. Please stay where you are.
And that's what you get, Felix.
okay. What I will do then is use use a spell slot to cast Sending.
You can use the stone 2 more times a day. I will say that.
Yeah, but I'm almost certain that
And receiving a message doesn't count as a use.
I'm not sending this back to Aldane. I'm sending this to Seamus, who doesn't have a Sending Stone, if I recall correctly.
To your knowledge.
I do not.
To my
I
knowledge.
do not have a sending stone.
So I'll just use the use of Sending, and basically send him the exact same message I sent Aldane, just switching out the name at the front.
So,
I'm at lower tier guardhouse. Rua is hostage at castle by perpetrator. No immediate danger, I think. Akura will be here within a day. Cool.
So, We're gonna continue with Daron and Aldane for now, because they haven't had anything yet.
Can I just say, once Felix has done that, he's gonna start
Oh.
trancing and says to the guards, if something happens that you don't think you can deal with without me, wake me up.
They nod. We'll hold the line as best we can. The only thing is we're still dealing with...
Wake me up before you go.
We still have, like, innocents and civilians here is the problem. So we do have to look after them as well. What we're trying to do is see if we can get them into the sewers and out of here.
The sewers aren't much better from what I saw.
Right. Alright then.
How many civilians are here?
Head count, there's at least... Let me make a roll. There's at least 11 civilians here.
Damn it, just too few. Or just too many. Darn.
Pass without trace.
No. Tiny hut. Damn.
I mean, you could still tiny hut round the people who can't really fight, like the children.
Hmm.
There are some adults that are willing to fight and do have, like, you know, like, spears. But they're, like, the last line if, like, everything's gone to shit.
Okay,
And some
so...
of them are taking, like, shifts with the guards to keep watch.
Okay then, that's what I'll do. I will cast Tiny Hut over the
about-
entrance to the sewer.
There is one heavily pregnant woman. In fact, you do see a family of orcs, and one of them is a very heavily pregnant woman. You might remember them, Daron, even though you're not here. Yes, there's like a heavily pregnant woman,
Yes, I'm here, sorry.
a child, and then there's a couple of other children as well. There's like, in total... Wait, did I say 11 kids? I meant 12. There's 11 civilians, there's 12 civilians. Sorry. 3 of them are children.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are people who can't fight, because one of them's the pregnant woman, and another one is a very old man. So you could get 5 non-combatants. And then, yeah, there you go. The tiny hut, right?
Yes. I'm gonna do it over the entrance to the sewers.
Okay.
My thinking is that if the guardhouse does get overrun, the people in the hut can easily
go down there.
Go down there, yes.
Yeah.
And that'll still block it off.
Okay. I respect it. In fact, you get what's the word? Inspiration for that.
Awesome.
So yes, we're gonna go back to Aldane and Daron. So you're going to head to the market, right?
Yes.
Correct.
That's the plan. Right?
That's the plan.
That is the plan.
It is indeed the plan, Stan.
Right. So,
Who's Stan?
Yes.
as you are making your way through, it's really awkward because, again, unless you're willing to do straight up fights out in the open, I'm assuming you're going to have to be like, you're going to be trying to be careful to not get noticed, right?
Right.
Well then, give me 2 stealth checks. Don't forget you have disadvantage, Aldane, and so does Jade.
Oh, good lord. Stealth. My favorite thing. Whoa.
I wouldn't have guessed. I'm glad you told me. I'll have to throw more stealth challenges at you then, Jack. Clearly you
God.
like them. Right? You just said you did.
That was sarcasm.
Won't look that way in the transcript.
You're trying to have fun in my session? No fucking way, mate. Right then. Oof, those aren't. To be fair, actually, those are. Oh no, wait, I forgot you have disadvantage. So that's a 5 and 11 from you, Jack. Oh, I
I
forgot.
thought you said I had advantage.
No, you have disadvantage. If I said advantage, then I'm wrong. You have disadvantage because you're in heavy armor.
Mm-hmm.
And so does Jade have disadvantage. I mean. So this
Too
is
bad we can't do pass without a trace. That'd be super helpful.
this is Tristina's. Wow. These are Jade's. Wow, this is dog shit.
At least the disadvantage didn't hurt that much.
So you get actually spotted by a what do you call it? So as you're traveling along, heading to the market, there's a bit of a bump in the road. A female-shaped bump in the road. As you see a very well pristine lady who looks to you as you actually get spotted, and she does a piercing shriek aimed in your
God.
direction, and several of the zombies nearby rush in your direction.
Darren, does that sound familiar to you?
It's the sound. You believe it's the same sound that was by the marketplace,
I say that.
which means, either the market got overrun and the rest of the zombies have moved this way, or there's another one of these things. Either way isn't a good idea. Thankfully, from what you can tell, the zombies aren't. You could outspeed the zombies, but you'd have to move really bad. And the best way you can go is not in the direction of the market, so you'd have to go very much out of your way.
Alright, guys, real quick. Do we want to run or do we want to fight?
If you count up the zombies, I'll give you a quick count so you can have a more informed decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22 zombies, and 3 of those big mutants. And they're booking it in your direction.
We'll have to take the long way around to get to the markets, or we'll have to wade through them.
You can't
Let's do
afford
it. We should
to do what again?
take the long way around. No sense in burning our resources before we get to the market.
The other
Indeed.
two nod. So,
Let's go.
Are you dashing away then?
Yeah.
So you dash for what feels like probably a good solid 5 minutes. These zombies are relentless. And by the time you eventually get away, this is the only place you can find yourselves at, as I bring you to a map. I'll allow you to decide the order that you would have come into the map, but I'm just going to throw the tokens down here. As you find
I think
yourself...
me or Tristina would go first.
What, like this? As you find yourselves here, by the way. There's less numbers than what were before. But yeah. So what would the marching order be? Going down...
Do you want to change the music, by the way, Kado?
Yes, I'm going to get new music, don't worry.
Just checking.
I appreciate the reminder. Yes. So what's your marching order, Jack Dayron? Yeah.
I'll be in front.
Jade would also want to be at the front.
Okay.
Just because then, she can protect you guys from anything coming at you. Here's the music now. So, swap places, and do it like that. Right then. You find yourselves in these group of creatures, Unfortunately, there's not really any other path you can take, so you will have to fight these. Which means, finish, my guys.
Joy of joys.
Not my worst initiative ever, but
I'm gonna say, there you go.
That's not that bad, actually.
Now, the Zumbos. It's a bit sussy.
Speedy boys.
That's not too terrible. Alright, and lastly... Not even lastly, I forgot about the Crushing Mutants. Oh!
oh no.
Top of the pack. So, the big boys. So, fun thing. You can actually see a couple of barrels placed around. You actually see a barrel by here, under this tent. You see one over by this tent over here. And then you see one actually in the fountain. And from what you can tell, those are gunpowder barrels. So it looks like someone might have put them there at some point.
It might have been named Kaido.
You don't know. But there are some big lads who are making their way over to you.
Where are these barrels? I missed the marking.
So I'll do a X where they are.
Okay.
So there's one under here, by like around there.
Okay.
There's one by around here. And then one in there. And then this lad moves this way. Jade's turn. With her, what's it called? Her axe in hand. She gets ready. And... Seeing if there's anything she can do. She will cast... Oh no wait, she used all of her spells, I forgot. Jade will move in and attack this lad. This man. And... Ka-chow. Wapow, he is very dead. Then she is going to stand about here. And she's just going to say, I'm going to try and hold the line for you guys. Daron.
I'm gonna take aim and fire at the big boy.
That's a valid strat. That very much hits. Don't forget you get sneak. Yeah, there you go.
22.
You shoot it right in, like, one of its pecs. You managed to shoot where its heart should be, but it doesn't seem to have gone deep enough that you would have gotten the effect you would have liked.
Oh,
But it roars in pain. You did some damage to it, though.
yeah, but that's all I can do.
Then he is at that much. Now the stunty lads are going to stumble over. This one tries to get over into there. There you go. And there is this one. Tristina's turn. She flourishes with energy as she tags the big lad with her planar warrior effect and makes 2 shots at him and a 1. Shame that's not a crit. Oh wow, yeah. That much plus a D. How much actually? Planar warrior deals an extra D8 force damage. That's it. Not too bad. Now she has a second shot. And a 2. Hits. Not terrible. And she is just going to move over here. Just to basically spread out is all. The Sprightlies make their way over. And then this one jumps down, realizes she's on a slanted roof and falls over, taking 2d6 fall damage, and hits the floor in a thud. Now she is prone. This one and that one both go for Jade and try to attack her. Both missing, thankfully. The old men making the way, move like molasses. Yeah, Aldane, it's your turn.
Joy of joys. Alright, let's go after this one first. And try a little stabby stabby.
Hits. We've got low, you see, don't worry. Yeah, you hit. Now what? You have a second attack.
I'm gonna attack again then.
It is. As she shoves you away and you nearly stumble on the floor. Now the normies make their way over.
Oh, I used my bonus action real quick to restore a spell slot with Channel Divinity.
Didn't you already rest? Oh, you would actually. I'd have said you would have been able to get a short rest in before you left.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. I should have really
Yeah.
did that before.
Yeah. So I get 1 spell slot back.
Right, I believe that's the final one today. Now.
Yep.
Yeah. Right then. The big boys. This one makes its way over. Is blocked because of these two, and picks up this zombie and decides to throw him at Aldane.
Oh boy.
That is a 10.
Nope.
So he throws the zombie and it just hits the floor instead. And instead the zombie takes all that damage. It just dies instantly on impact because it rolled max damage. But then moves the rest of the movement. Jade's turn. She takes a swing at this one. The bottom right, the Zambu. Hit. And it's dead. As she just bisects it down the middle. And then she swings to this one. Oh. And yeah, she does a big chunk of damage to this one as well. Dayron.
I'm gonna do what I did last time and take my aim and fire.
Perfectly fair.
I don't like the look of the big guy, so...
I wouldn't have guessed. Hits. Oh. 19. Very nice.
How's it looking?
Very weak after that. It does not look happy with you at all.
Yeah,
Now-
that's fair.
Now the small boys move in. Or at least this one's going to dash because, you know, why not? This one wades through the water. Doesn't get very far. This one moves in. And then Tristina moves over to here and just says, "Cover your ears!" And she makes a shot at the barrel down here in the fountain.
Yeah,
And
but
makes the shot. I'd say that would hit. As a loud blast occurs. In A, I need to actually just check the radius. I'm going to bring this token out. Ranges. Yeah. So, this is the aura of how far it reaches. Hitting all of these. Which means they have to all make dex saves. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dex saves. And would you have guessed the zombies aren't very dexterous?
no.
In fact,
Shock and horror.
in fact, they have a penalty to dex. So they all fail. And now the big lad also fails. So they all take damage. That is 3d6. I'm going to make this a public roll. "13 fire damage as they all get blown up and they are all very weak. But here's the thing, fellas. Tristina has 2 attacks.
Oh, I wonder what she's going to do next.
She's going to shoot at this one.
Yeah.
And I'd say that would hit. And so... more dex saves! Would you believe it if all the normal zombies failed? The Crusher does succeed this one, though. And so... okay, so... that one's dead. Oh my god, I'm so cringe. It's part of the initiative. Oh my god, I don't... wait, I'll have to do process of elimination. That was the 15. Oh, it's the one that rolled 12. Right. Add turn. Okay. There we go. Bring it back up. So instead, I'm just gonna drag its body down there. But yeah. So she did a nice chunk of damage. So in total, the Crusher Mutant took 26 fire damage. No, it took 19 fire damage, which is still a good amount. Right. And then she moves back into place And now the Sprightlies. The one that's near Jade goes for attack. Misses. The one that's near you, Aldane, goes for the attack. Gets a nat 9.
Ha!
And then the rest move in. Or at least the final one moves in. Now the oldies. Let me just move that over there for now. This one moves in. Struggling greatly. This one moves in. And yeah, that's it. Aldane, it's your move.
I'm gonna use my bonus action real quick to cast Divine Favor on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to stabby stab at the zombie right next to me.
Hits. It's dead.
Okay. Now I'm going to move in to engage this big fella.
Aren't you supposed to be caught in Oriana though?
Hardy fucking har.
Alright, roll to hit.
And a stabby stab. God damn it.
Sadly, you go for the slash and your sword just bounces off its impressively durable pectoral.
Well then. Shit.
Yeah. You're in a spot of bother. The rest of the lads move in. This one moves in. This one moves in. Now the big boy. It will go to punch you, Aldane. A 17 doesn't hit, does it?
Me? No.
Right? As you barely block the fist with your shield. Pushes you back a bit, but you stand your ground. Now it's Jade's turn. She goes to attack this Zambool in front. With a slash. And it's dead. And then she moves in. And attacks the one in front of her. And it's dead. That's her turn. Dayram.
How is the one that was blown up by Tristina looking?
A lot more healthier than this lad.
Aldane, I'm leaving that one to you. I take aim at the one that Tristina burned.
Alright.
Thanks, I think.
Aim and fire.
Thank God for advantage.
Thank God.
Oh, that would be so bad if you didn't have
Yep,
a
and sneak.
advantage.
22?
22 is a good number. It's actually looking more peakier than the other one now.
And that's
No.
all I can do.
He did a good chunk of damage though. So the stunties move in. The move in. This one moves in as well, and that's their turn. And so, Tristina's going to make a shot at this barrel. Mill. Mill, high or low?
Low.
Misses. She misses the barrel, unfortunately. Is that all good? She then will cast a bonus action to do Hunter's Mark on this boy. So now it has Planar Warrior and Hunter's Mark. As she takes the shot. And a 1. That misses, unfortunately. The sprite
But which one's Hunter's marked?
This one, I'll tag it. There you go. It's also the same one that's got Planar Warrior earlier on. So she'll be doing a lot of damage to it if she can hit. The sprightly one moves in and tries to attack you, Aldane. That is... Wait, what's your AC again?
My AC is 20.
Oh, it's a 19. I genuinely couldn't remember. And that's it. The oldies moving in. He moves in to attack Jade. That's the wrong. That rolled a 16, which doesn't hit, thankfully for Jade, because she doesn't have a shield. Aldane, it's your turn.
Alright, let's see if I can actually stabby stab this guy properly this time.
Hits.
And a +4, plus a d4. 11.
Now it is looking very weak. One more good hit should kill it.
Oh, I don't think I encountered, I had a dueling style into there, so it's actually 13.
You should try and make sure you do that.
There it is.
Right, so it's even more injured. Looks like one more good hit will kill it.
Fuck.
That won't do. Now
Nope.
it's the zombie's turn. They move in.
Bamboozle.
This one moves in. This one also moves in. Now it's the big mutants. It actually pushes past this zombie as it has an idea. Moving 10 feet, still within range. As it raises its fists and slams the earth down in a 10-foot radius. Reaching out to that far. Now it has to make a hit against you, Aldane. That's 22. That's a nat 1, so it doesn't hit Jade. And now against the Crusher mutant. That hits the mutant. So everything apart from Jade got hit. Aldane, give me a strength save.
Oh, is Jade 10 feet away from me?
Yeah.
Oh, she gets the bonus to a save then.
No. Oh no, she's more than 10 feet, sorry. And she also didn't get hit anyway, so she's fine.
Oh, never mind then. So strength save.
You are now knocked prone by the force of the blow. And you take... Where are you? Damage. 2d10 worth of damage.
Oh, boy.
You only take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, that's a relief.
The mutant takes 15 points. The other mutant actually is closer to death than the one who just slammed the earth.
Wow.
The zombies are all dead. The ones around it. And because of this mutant moves in, and it's going to make a wisdom check to see if it doesn't attack its ally. Would you believe it has a minus to wisdom? That's a 3. So it goes to punch this mutant, this one. Punches him. Hits. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. So you just watch this mutant just punches the other one and actually decapitates it as it's dead. And that's its turn. Jade's turn. She moves in to hit the zombie in front of her. A swish and a flick as it is very dead. She then moves in and goes to hit the mute. Hits and it's dead.
You're welcome.
They're
Sealed it, I knew you could do it.
just on the floor in pain.
Legs.
How's that one looking?
Which one? It's quite fresh.
Take a pot shot.
Yeah, just a normal shot. Or are you aiming?
I'm gonna aim.
Makes sense. I mean, it can't attack twice anyway.
Thank God.
That hits. And actually, no, it got hit. Yeah, it's dead anyway. Still one more stunty boy left as he moves in. Doesn't really get very far. Should also get rid of this aura. Doesn't need to be there anymore. This would probably not get used. Right then. Tristina makes a shot. Shoots the one in front of Aldane. After using a bonus action to move Hunter's Mark, I should say. As well. Yep. 4 plus... Wow. That was minimum damage on both rolls. She then shoots again. And it's dead. Wow, that was so bad. Sprightlies, there are none left. Old boys. There is this one, as it moves in. Ever so slowly. Aldane.
Alden gets up and
So you have only half your movement now.
1, 2, 3.
Now,
Held action, longsword slash.
okay. 10 feet. Because that's all it can do anyway.
Oh
Jade
wow,
moves-
I thought it could farther.
Yeah, if it dashes. We've got no reason to dash, really. Jade moves in to attack this one. Oh, that's such a shame, because that crit would have been Wow, that's a fantastic crit as well. It's 35 points of damage.
Jesus.
Just fucking nukes this man if it would have actually been a crit. Still dead. She'd have killed two zombies with that hit. That was that. 5 feet. And she moves in. And that's all she can do. Dayram. You could shoot the explosive barrel.
Eh.
You
Aim
could
and
do
fire.
on the barrel?
No, on this thing.
I was gonna say. Alright, roll to hit. Nice. Yes. And neat. And it's dead.
The worst.
You have cleared the fight.
That was in fact a fairly terrible sneak roll.
That was a dog shit sneak attack.
I mean, it's not the
A 1, a
worst
2,
one in
and
the
a
world,
3.
but it is still pretty fucking terrible.
If there's a yikes moment for sneak attack dice, this would be it.
I certainly, you know, if the thing had lived, I would be feeling salty personally.
Oh, for sure. I'm glad
Mhm.
it didn't, because I would have been very salty.
Yeah.
Right, Mill, if you want to replay Past the Edge
Will do.
by a Kevin MacLeod.
Oh, fuck it, I'll just... There we go.
And yes, combat is over, my dudes. Are we all okay? Tristina just says.
More or less, Aldane.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Jade?
got her. Jade just gives a thumbs up. Actually, I'll roll for hit dice that she would have done retroactively. Yeah. Wow. And then a final hit dice that she would have rolled. Yeah, she's at max HP. Exactly, with all that. Yeah, she just gives a thumbs up. Let's not waste any time. The market could be in danger still.
Correct.
Especially
Let's
if
keep moving, yeah.
that screamer, whatever it was. So the way you'd have to go is basically through this way, which would be, if you remember, Daron, where you saw two of them big boys. You can check down to actually see if that's the case, though.
Can I?
Yeah, do it if you want. Also, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot there was an enemy in the fight with Seamus that I forgot to include. Out of character, it was one of them shadow mutants. It was invisible the whole time. In fact, it was so stealthy, even I didn't notice it was there. Oh my god, it's funny now. As far as
I
you
mean,
can tell,
hey,
Daron,
you can have it waiting, lying in wait for Seamus to leave the building now.
as far as you can tell, Daron, it is pretty clear down there.
I tell them and I go, Christina, you and I should scout ahead. That way we can.
She nods. I agree. You two, be sure to, well, do something, I guess. I don't really care, as long as you don't get bitten. Right, so you go with Jade. Are you sneaking with her?
Christina?
Justina. Right then, so as you go in, I'm gonna drag you onto the map so you can see what you would otherwise see in this area. Here you go. This is what you would see. It is completely clear. As far as you can tell, there's no activity in this building.
And this is the place where, like, we had a fight.
Yeah.
I don't like.
You do see some zombie bodies strewn about.
Okay.
Like dead people.
I was gonna ask if it was completely clear or not.
It's not completely clean, it's just, it looks like there's nothing else here that is like, could be a threat. Unless you want to double tap every single body as you go by.
I feel like that's too much effort, but...
Do you go back and let the rest know?
Yes.
Right. You make your way back, and you inform Aldane and Jade of the news.
Yes, we tell them to follow.
We can't waste any more time. We need to find the others.
Yeah.
Any more time wasted is more lives we could have saved. So, as you guys come into the map, it's still just pretty quiet. You do hear noises in the far distance, but it doesn't seem like it'll be a problem right now.
Jane, do you have any thoughts?
Let's just get there quickly.
Okay. Let's get going.
fuck. So as you make your way down to the market, the actual main market, it's going to bring you onto the build map. You are having to do some more awkward pathing. It's still just really annoying. Like, you're not really getting anywhere easily. Give me some stealth checks, and give me 2 stealth checks and 2 perception checks.
Okay. Jack, do you want to go first?
Here are Jade's 2 stealth and perception checks. Not terrible.
Strip off the band-aid first. Yep. That's better.
Here are Tristina's.
Oh,
Wow.
Damn.
This is a fucking mixed bag. So, everyone apart from Dayron really,
Really biffed it.
yeah, so it's pretty much impossible to sneak. You kind of have to give up. You pretty much have to, like, spend time sniping enemies before they really become a problem. I'd say it wouldn't be such a problem that you need to actually, like, fight. Like, anything you come up against, you sort of kill before it becomes a big issue. With your perception checks, though, you do, in fact, in the distance by the markets, just thinking how to describe this. You do see the market is surprisingly bare and empty. Or at least at the entrance as you're making your way there. Not as in there's nothing to see, it's just there's a lot of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these look like normal people, though, and not like anything zombified or infected. A lot of them seem to be guards, though, and then there's a few civilians.
And they're all zombified, you said? Or they're dead?
They're all dead. Before you, though, to get to the straight entrance of the marketplace, however, is another prefab wall. So you would have to go around once again to find where you need to go.
I just say we go, and we do what we gotta do. We can't waste any time.
So as you make your way around, we're going to cut back to Seamus and Kurogane.
Is
Oh,
Kurogane
me.
zombie Kurogane yet?
This is just, we're cutting to when basically they would have started going down. But in between all that other stuff.
Also, what was Seamus's response to my sending?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, I
Shame.
didn't have a response yet.
Yes. What was it again you said? Where is it now? Oh yeah, about Seamus, I'm at lower tier guardhouse, Rua's hostage at castle by perpetrator. No immediate danger, I think. Akira will be here within a day.
I'm typing it out.
Do it. Go for it, my guy.
It is about as succinct a summation of my situation as I could manage.
Yeah. Imagine if higher level castings of sending meant you got an extra, like, 5 words to play with.
That would be really useful, actually.
Yeah? No, it'd be better if it was just 1 extra word. That'd be funny.
Oh god.
I cast ninth level send.
Where
Where
were we a second ago?
You
Like, what was that
still,
marketplace kind of thing?
you're still in the marketplace, or you would be by the time, you'd have gotten
Yeah.
the message. ninth level sending, it just gives you 6 extra words to play with.
To be fair, unless the situation
8,
you're in
9,
is
10,
incredibly
11,
complicated,
12,
25
13,
words
14,
is usually
15,
enough.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 5 more words.
You don't have to use the full 5
Lots
words.
Mm.
of people there. Okay, perfect.
That's what you get, Felix. As you find out, Kuro's been bitten.
But he's fine. It's fine.
He's fine right now.
I would
Yeah,
also
he's
I
on-
would also
He's
add
only
that
he's only a melee master who could demolish Seamus in seconds, but yeah, it's fine.
like I would also
We're
add
okay.
that unless those guards actually told Felix about like zombie bites being contagious, Felix probably doesn't know that fact.
Felix would have probably been brought in the know that
Hmm.
like the people who get like bitten are then like corrupted and
Become
infected.
zombos.
Any of the bigger, more like special creatures that seem to be like mutated haven't seemed to transmit infection through bites. Although none of them have also bitten anyone, so no one's certain. It's only that the regular like civvies or guards or whatever, like the normal looking ones, seem to bite and they transmit infections.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big deal to hear that Kuro's been bit. And as far as you know, even a paladin can't cure it.
So just say to my companions, so I've got some more bad news, guys.
Oh, what now, Felix?
Kuro might have been bitten. Well, has
Might?
been bitten. Has been bitten.
The moment you say that, every guard that's nearby takes a dour turn.
Apparently,
Guy was supposed to replace Kuro as well if he died. And if we don't have Guy, then
Chain of command's all fucked up, huh?
you said he's fine.
fine right now is what Seamus told me.
I mean, if he's had to get an arm or leg amputated, he's not really useful then, unfortunately.
They said they were finding a secret passage out of the city to evacuate civilians.
Some of the guards nod. I mean, yeah, there's a way to get outside of the city. If people can gather there, that'd be good. The first thing we did is try and make sure all the gates into the city were locked and shut if we could.
Hmm.
And any we couldn't, we tried to use our prefab walls. You've probably seen them around. You know, the big ones.
They certainly did their job.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the sewers. So I'm gonna do a radius for you, Seamus,
Okay.
so you know how far you can see, as well as how far Kuro can see.
Alright.
So you see 2 ahead already. And Kuro just says we should kill them now if we can. I'm not gonna be able to sneak past them. Right.
2 ahead. I'm gonna start blasting.
Focus fire on one, and I'll focus on the other one.
Alright,
Yeah,
so I hit one with an Eldritch Blast.
Which one are you focusing on?
Let's say whichever one's on the left. And it only did 1
So
fucking damage.
They're not more normal zombie. Yep, you have a second hit though. That hits too.
That's
So
better.
that's better.
8 damage. Kuro shoots this one, the older zombie. Let me pull up his sheet, because I forgot to keep it open. And he shoots his shot with a 1 hit and a 2.
Oh, wait. Ah, it's got more than 8
Hits.
health.
And it is still alive. Both of them are still alive.
What the hell? I thought zombies were supposed to be squishy.
Not that squishy. They're squishier than completely squishy. Like like marshmallows that have been in this that have, been a little bit off marshmallows. I guess I don't know. And they notice as they make a noise and and you hear a few more footsteps.
Great.
Are you ready, Seamus?
Am I?
It's up to you. Are you?
I guess we'll find out. Right about now. Fuck, I'm not ready.
Not ready at all. Not ready at all.
You were bottom of the initiative ready.
That's the second time.
Oh, no, there's a contender.
Ooh, yes, thank God.
Let's see if the stunties will get worse. What? Oh my God, they did.
Wow.
Unnatural 0.
You're not complete dog shit, Dylan.
I'm glad I'm not complete dog shit. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Kuro's literally the only one that got double digits.
But at the
So
same time.
He's gonna shoot the one that he's been shooting so far for a normal.
How many
hit
zombies
time.
are there? There's 4?
That's 4 different types. So that one's dead.
4 different types? Okay. How
Is
many
it
zombies
frozen?
are we looking at then? Total?
As far as you know, there's only these 2.
Shit.
And then he shoots at this one in front. The one you couldn't kill.
So, I don't know what you're pointing at right now, because I'm still at the world map.
Oh, I'm a dickhead. I forgot to move you on the map.
I was gonna say, dude, I don't even know what we're aiming at right now.
I did wonder. I thought we were just doing theater of the mind.
Same here. That's why when I
Oh
thought he
my
was
God,
gesturing at certain zombies, I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I'm so cringe. But there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and then he shoots at this one that he failed to kill, getting a 5, which means
Dead? I hope.
well, no, because you did the exact same amount of damage to that one, and that one lived. Your total damage plus his still didn't kill it. But he's going to move around this way. And he's just going to say to you, there's a valve around here that I know of that'll be able to completely flush out every zombie in here. Bad news, it's
It would flush
possibly
us out too?
potentially.
Okay.
But unlike them, we can actually swim, or at least not immediately drown. So you hear some grunts and noises as a few footsteps can be heard.
In
What sound
fairness,
like
I
running?
don't think the zombies need to worry too much about drowning either.
This one dashes your way. You also hear some more pitter-patter of footsteps. Unfortunately,
Wait, where's
you
my
don't-
initiative on the
Do
order?
you not see the turn order?
Yeah, it's not on the turn
that-
order right now. I'm not on the turn order.
Oh yeah, it's because what's it called? You're on the different map.
Should I roll initiative again, but you just use the 5.1?
No, it's I know the order though. You're is your 7.
I'm
you're
right
5?
after that. I'm
You're
right
after-
after the first set of zombies.
You're after the normal zombos though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't need to worry too much.
Just wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
you don't have the screechers come at me.
No, you'd see them on the screen, so you'd know they at least, as a player, exist. So there you go. You only see one more zombo, but you do hear some disturbances in the distance, past your field of view.
Okay. So I'm just gonna keep blasting. I'm gonna blast at the one zombo that's in my view.
So anyway, I started blasting. That hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly
I'm gonna
what
keep
was going
on
through my
blasting.
head, Kaido.
What's that, Mill?
That was
Yay,
that
it's
meme was
dead.
exactly what was going through my head as well.
So you kill
Oh,
it.
same.
Dang.
You
Alright,
can move
and then
in
let's do
and do you can move into a second attack, but you don't see anything within range right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna go 10 feet there, and then
If you
30
hold,
feet total right there.
if you hold your token and press Q, you can actually like do bits on. Can you see what I'm doing right now with my ruler
Wait, what?
with my
Hold on.
token?
I can't. Hold on, let me try this. You said hold and press Q?
As you're moving the token, press Q where you would want your character to settle on the map, and then press Q again to do another point, and it totals up the amount of movement you can do. So like click and drag, and it does the total movement that you can count. That you know.
Oh, like that. Okay. I think I got that. Was that right?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
right.
that means I can see this one, right?
Yeah, you can see that one peeking out, so you can take
All
a
right.
shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my other Eldritch Blast for it.
I started blasting that hits.
Only 3 though.
3 damage, still better than 2 damage. Copium. You hear some footsteps rushing in as this gal pops up. You do actually see this zombie appear just in your field of view as she tries to make a jump.
Don't put anything in the sink or wash your hands.
Gets in that one, drops in the water,
Sorry, I'm at my parents' house.
and Mill, because I'm nice, because you were in the sewers before. Hi, hello.
I keep being asked this. Hi.
Don't live in the kitchen sink, okay?
I want you to feel like a part of the session.
I do feel like a part of the session. I had to
Hi.
creep through the sewers.
So good.
Oh
So,
boy, that's
she's not-
nearly
she's
as
not
low as
washed-
it can go.
She's not washed away, but she's still under the water. And that's it. Stunties, you hear some footsteps pitter-pattering as this man comes into view. And this lad comes into view. Wait, no, that wouldn't even do it. He did that, and then he's just stuck because he can't move forward. Kuro pulls back an arrow and takes the shot. He hits. Doesn't die yet, though. And he does again. He goes again. Hits. And it's dead. As it just falls into the water. And then he moves up 15 more feet. Old boys. You hear some more footsteps in the distance. As it sounds like some dashing is being made, but you don't exactly tell where. This normal lad comes in, the one that you've been shooting at, and dashes in. Doesn't get very far. Your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this one.
Alright, go for it.
Is it still up?
No, it's dead.
Okay. Well,
I said
that
it
probably
was
doesn't
dead.
hit anything. I know,
You're
but that
shooting
probably
it-
doesn't hit.
If you were shooting at him, no, because the nat one's an auto miss.
Yeah, no.
Right then, the zombie that's underwater must make a check to not get washed away. Athletics. That's a 12.
Fail.
So you just see as this one breaches out the water and then just gets washed out.
Nice. We love to see it.
Actually, no, based on the water flow, it'd be like that and just gets washed away that way. Not like it makes much of a difference. The stunty has to run over here and literally gets to do nothing. This one moves in and shows its face, which then Kurogane immediately tries to snipe. Hits. Oh, that's a chunky bit of damage.
Love that. Kuro is pulling his weight, even though he's about to be a Zombo.
Even without the crit, that's still a kill, as it just falls into the water, and all these would just be washed away. Yeah. Oh, he does actually
Old man
move.
Zombos?
He does actually move, though, and makes his way 20 feet forward.
Okay.
The old man moves in, and just gets to here, and doesn't really do much. So far, there's no normal zombies that are really doing anything that can at least hear you. Your move?
My move?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Your move on the Inish, my guy.
Well, I'm gonna start blasting.
You're shooting the one
So
that's...
anyways, I start
The
blast.
one I just marked right there.
I will say, that one across can't really reach you unless it went all the way around.
Thank you, Jack, for
Okay,
doing
then
the
in
Yu-Gi-Oh!
that case, I'm aiming for the one that's in front of Kuro.
It has to move at about...
Like I said, in that case, I'm gonna
that
aim at
hits.
this one.
That hits.
10 force damage.
Max damage, you love to see it.
Yes.
And again, is Seamus going to finally kill
Oh,
someone
he's-
with Eldritch Blast?
I guess so.
We'll see. Roll again.
That
hit.
hits. I know that much.
Oh, it's
Please
still
tell me that
alive! It's
Damn it! Cherry tapping.
It's the HP is about 15. So you just
That was cherry tapping, yeah.
yeah. This one that can hear runs in and tries to jump over. Needs to make an athletics check. Falls in the water.
Gets washed away.
Jack, give me a high or low.
Let's go with low.
Can't get higher than that, really.
God damn.
It's not washed away, but this one is and goes off screen. Oh my god. The dwarf just makes a dash. Can't do anything. Kurogane just says round the corner is where the valve is. I'll let you know when we can get to it and when you need to hold on, alright?
Sounds good.
He's gonna shoot this old man before he moves. That is minimum damage, but is enough to kill it. And then Kurogane moves 25 feet. He's not going to move the full 30 because he does want you to, you know, still be within proper sight
Mm-hmm.
for his sake. There's no more old men that are really doing anything. There's no more normals. Seamus, it's your turn.
Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna move up. I think that's... No, that's 35. 30 feet right there.
Right.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch... I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Him. You're going to shoot
You know
him?
who I'm Eldritch Blasting. Yeah, that guy.
Alright.
Exactly that guy.
That hits. That hurts. You doing a second shot at him?
Of course I
Alright.
am. Dude, that's the second double 26 we've had in a pretty short... Ooh, max damage!
You finally
Please
killed...
tell me that kills him!
You finally killed
Please tell
one on
me.
your own.
Please.
Yay!
Yes! Fuck yeah! Eldritch Blast finally did something.
I mean, if you're a full
Alright.
warlock, you could have Agonizing Blast, which would add crit mod to the damage. So that would be like 14 or 15 points of damage just in its own, depending on your crit mod, your thingy mod, your charisma mod. But yeah, you killed someone. So that's your turn, isn't it?
You know what's
Speedies?
great right now, guys? I'm doing great in this D&D session, and I'm also doing great in fantasy football right now. I'm having a lot of fun today.
That's pretty
Lucky
poggers.
you.
Yeah.
So the elf zombie actually breaches the water and gets out.
Uh-oh. Not so great.
Barely makes it out. There's
Oh,
no
Kuro's
more
gonna handle her
zombies.
in just a sec.
Kuro just like, I'm not running towards that. Barely hits. Does hit though. And then he shoots again. And it's dead, as it just falls right back in.
GG's. Is Kuro gonna move at all?
He's gonna move in.
Yeah.
He's gonna move there because he knows how far they can reach. And otherwise, even a dash would get within melee range. Kuro just says, the bogey in front of me. It won't be able to reach us though right away, so don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
As it is the normal Zombo's turn. Does dash. But now, Seamus, it's your move.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move right there where I marked just a second ago. It was like right there.
Yeah, do it, my dude.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this fool.
Do it, my guy. That hits. That hurts.
Not enough damage.
Let's see if he
I
can
need
kill
max.
another one. Let's see if he can kill another one on its turn.
I need max. I need max. Ah!
You
Nah.
hate
Too
to
off.
see it. There's no more other ones. Kuro just moves in, draws his sword. And it's dead. As Kuro just kicks it in the drink. And he just points and says, "That's under that rubble is the valve."
Alright.
And with the rest of his movement, well, with all of his movement, excuse me. He makes his way over. He can't do anything right now because he did spend some time attacking. But otherwise, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seamus?
You already know.
I don't. Are you gonna move in?
Start there, 10 feet. I think that's 20. Yeah, right there.
30 feet. You do see an older zombie over there.
And I'm gonna
see-
Eldritch Blast him.
You do see that normal one as well. You can Eldritch Blast. The thing is, they don't really notice you. And also,
Oh, if they don't notice me, then I'm not gonna touch it.
not even just that, but also, like, they can't...
It wouldn't even be able to get to me.
It would have to spend several turns getting to you, and by that point, it would very likely already be dead.
Yeah.
So
Probably.
Kuro's going to plant his sword in the ground, or at least sheathe his sword and put his bow away, and he's going to spend the time clearing away the stones.
Mm-hmm.
That will take his full action and bonus action to properly do that. Do you help him since it's your turn now?
Yeah, I do.
Are you doing your full action and bonus action, or do you want to use one or the other? It'll be quicker to use both.
Let's use both.
And then
Because we got time before anything could reach us in the first place.
you clear the rubble, and da-da-da-da. So, now it's his turn. He moves in and just says, and he just points to the sides. There's some bars here and there that you can hold on to. Hold your breath as well. We're going to be stinky for quite a bit.
So I go and do that.
I'm going to say he holds his action and waits for you to hold on. And then, yeah, he's going to turn the valve. As he turns the valve, you hear water rushing very rapidly, very loudly. And meanwhile, Felix.
Yes.
Well, you actually hear from some guards during this time about it seems like the sewers are going into lockdown. And if you actually look to where the valve is inside the guardhouse, it's sealed up on its own accord. And one of the guards just says, typically that only happens if someone activates the valves in the sewers to effectively clean everything out and wash everything away. Which means someone's activated it down there. But typically the valves are usually blocked off or sealed anyway, if not already covered in rubble. Which hopefully means a friendly has done it.
Do you think
But that
Seamus and Kuragane could have been the ones to do it?
Whoever it is, they've probably sacrificed themselves to do that for us if they can't hold on from the rushing water.
Thinks about Seamus's noodle arms. Oh no.
Meanwhile, Seamus, as the water rushes in, I need you to give me a.
Oh god.
I need you to give me a strength check.
Just straight strength?
Strength saving throw, actually.
Fuck!
Oh, now Kurogane has to make one. He did very well. So, as the water rushes in, it fucking hurts. Because you're being basically, hit with a lot of water pressure.
Ragnald.
And I actually need to check the rules for holding your breath.
That's con save, isn't it?
It's more just like, because I can't remember how long it works.
That's why it's good that Darren can breathe underwater.
Well, it's not even breathing underwater. You just can hold your breath infinitely.
Right.
But if you ever have to let go of your breath, you're still fucked.
Yeah, well.
No, that's drinking water. And I don't think you want to drink this water.
What are you talking about? It's perfectly drinkable, right?
Unless you're all about raw sewage.
Look, we know Seamus is a muck. No need to deny it.
I can't find the rules for, like, breathing.
Hold on, let's see if I can...
If I'm correct, it's like you can hold your breath a minute, each minute per con modifier. Which for Kuro would be like
It's
3
a
minutes.
so suffocating
Creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes.
For a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its con mod.
Minimum of 30
Right.
seconds.
So Kuro can hold his breath for 3 minutes. How long can you hold your breath, Seamus?
Oh, so it's 1 minute plus my con mod?
Yes.
Oh, you'd have 3 minutes, wouldn't you then?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
And Kuro gets 4 minutes then. I'm wrong, because he has a con mod of 3. So you still get hit with water pressure.
And then, when a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can survive for a number of rounds equal to its Constitution modifier.
Oh, lucky you. You only get 4 points of damage.
Me? I only get 4?
As you're hit with, like, water pressure and raw sewage and shit. As he watches all these zombies are cleared out. And you actually watch as one of them screamers that you've seen before, or at least something similar to it, brushes by you. And you see a lot of zombies get funneled out. Including the body of that big fucking worm you fought a while ago.
Oh,
Like,
nice. Took care of that too.
But it was much bigger. This time you've seen it, it's much bigger than it was before. So it must have grown.
Glad we're getting rid of it then.
You did see as basically a lot of its insides were exposed as it was blasted apart, which is nice. But yeah, you have to hold on for dear life, and you nearly let go, but you just find the Herculean strength within somehow to hold on.
Yeah.
And this lasts for at least 2 minutes. But eventually,
Wow. I've actually held my breath for that long. It's kind of peaceful.
You are able to, like, breathe again as the sewer calms down. And Kurogane is just... Ugh, fucking hell.
That'll do it.
You alright, Seamus?
I think so.
As you make eye contact with him, more of his eyes are beginning to go red. His eyes are just more bloodshot than they were before.
How are you feeling, Kuro?
He also looks quite pale now, at this point. I feel weak. I can still keep going though. For now anyway. I'll show you where we need to go if we're going to get out of the city, alright?
Say that again?
He said, I'm going to show you where you would need to go throughout the city.
Uh-huh.
Just this way. And I'm going to take you to the world map. It takes a bit of time. Probably only like 15 minutes. But you do find the exit to where the city is. Outside. And you already see quite a few tents have been made and people holding up outside. This is where we need to go. And on the way, you can actually tell there was no hostiles.
Mm-hmm.
And he just says,
So the sewer was like thoroughly flushed out, which is great.
yeah. And he just says, we need to get to the market and bring them over here.
Yeah. So let's go.
So you take the time, make your way back, again, clear of hostiles.
Probably about 20 minutes total, right?
Yeah. Since you know the way, it's much easier now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like
Especially
Kuro's
since there are no hostiles either.
yeah, you're pretty confident there's no hostiles, and you could probably, with your passive perceptions, you could probably hear a lot what's coming.
Exactly.
So when you get there, and lead them to the what's it called? As you get outside with the outside of the city with all the civilians and guards. By this point, with all this traveling, it's quite tiring, really. So if you wanted to, you could have a short rest if you really wanted.
I mean, short rest doesn't bring back my spell slots, does it?
Sadly not. Kuro does
Yeah,
say...
so I don't need a short rest. Fuck it. I still have 2 Bardic Inspiration slots and 3 level 1 spell slots. I can make it work. Let's
Kuro
go.
does say, I think we should go back in. There's still more people we need to help, and I'm not leaving Rua to die.
Let's do it.
Right.
Let's go as long as you can. And then the second you're not able to go anymore is when I run away.
The thing is, by this point, it's been like over an hour since he's been bitten. So the fact that he's still going is like...
pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's that resilience, my guy.
I just hope we can find a cure for him, because like, I kind of want this to be canon at this point, and I don't want it to be like non-canon because Kuro is the only one that gets zombified.
As you go through the sewers, though, he does say to you, listen, if I do turn, I want you and the others to kill me, alright?
Understood, man. You know I'm willing to do that. I just would rather not if we can find any kind of alternative.
If you can as well, try not to let Rua be there. He's already got enough on his plate, and people like us shouldn't really force that on someone like him.
Understood.
So what I'm hearing is let Oriana do it with Rua there.
Not only that...
You're a cruel man.
Not only that, but I feel like I can... Well, maybe not you at least, but maybe Aldane. He's probably the only one who could take me alone in a fight. And hey, maybe if you all banded together, maybe you could take me all together.
Hey man, if I had all my spell slots, I could probably take you. Zombified at least, not as you are.
If I don't rush in and use my, multiple attacks that can probably guarantee to hit you.
Out of character, would his zombie be able to do a lot of his normal moves?
You don't know. You'd have to find out.
Shit.
All I would probably imagine though, if I was Seamus, is the fact that if he does eventually turn, given how long he's held out, he'd probably be a very strong zombie. Like he'd probably be on par with these mutants while still being a zombie.
Shit. Well, let's just hope it doesn't come to that.
I mean, that's what I would... At least that's what would probably be the likely outcome. You know, he's got such resilience that when he eventually does decay or turn, and given how strong he is anyway, because a lot of the zombies you're seeing as civilians are like low on the totem pole guards.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you make your way up though to the marketplace again, it's just weird knowing that it's completely empty now and you're the only people there. And he just says, as you actually get out and you actually do have some lighting, his eyes are very red at this point. His iris has still retained the colour, the blue that they have, but they are very red. And he just says, I think at this point, this is where we should part.
All right, Kuro.
I want to try and take any zombies down on my own if I can.
Yes, dude. I was gonna say raise as much hell as you can before you need to do what you gotta do.
The barricades are still in place, so if you wanted to have a rest upstairs, you could. I'm heading out though immediately. I need to be as far away from
Wait,
everyone
hold on,
else as
hold
I
on.
can.
Kuro, before you leave, just in case we find any kind of cure, I want you to tell me where I should meet you if we find one. Where is somewhere you will go?
I mean, I'll be trying to go all over the city. If you can, leave some sort of signal, and I'll head there as fast as I can.
Just remember that, okay? No matter what happens, I want you to remember that you need to find us if we signal you.
I know, I understand. Don't worry.
No matter what. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye, Kuro. I hope it's not forever.
Likewise, Seamus. He gives you a nod before he goes through one of the doors, and just shuts it behind himself. Do you want to take a long rest? Because you can now. This would probably be the best time.
I will take a long rest. I will, because I need my spell slots back.
Meanwhile, by this point, Daron and Aldane, after a lot of really awkward fucking around, you finally get to the marketplace.
Some really awkward fucking.
No.
No.
You finally get to the marketplace, and you see a lot of dead bodies. A lot of them are zombie creatures, though.
That's good at least.
As far as you can tell, there's no one. You know this place was being used for like a hideout for guards and civilians, but you don't see any people from the windows. At the entrance, from the entrance you can see, it's barricaded. So, but if you were able to break it down, but you have Jade and you have Jade and what's the face, Jade and Aldane. Them two, you both could break it down, and that's if you want to break it down. If knocking doesn't work.
How high is the barricade?
It's covering the door that you can see.
How about we
It's a full barricade, like to block the door completely.
How about we just knock and see if anyone's in there?
Justina nods. If not, I can cast Misty Step, so I could get into a window and get around that way, and let you in from the inside.
Let's
I can
knock
do that as
first.
well, so...
I mean, they know it's me, and if I can cast Misty Step, I'm clearly not a zombie.
True.
Right.
So,
You may just shoot me on sight, but who knows.
you're a friendly Daron. Don't give me that shit. But, you knock at the door, and it's just silence.
Okay then.
I'm gonna Misty Step in the window.
Yeah.
I'll make as much louder noise as I can if there are any enemies inside, alright?
Alright.
All right.
Nods. And she uses her last level 2 slot of the day. She only has one level 1 slot left. As she teleports in. Seamus, give me a perception check.
Okie doke. Shit.
You're too heavy asleep to do anything.
I would say so.
So, you suddenly get woken up from your slumber because no one knows what Tristina's doing. And you see Tristina saying, "Wake up, Seamus, are you alive?"
Oh, I'm awake. 5 more minutes though, please.
Oh, thank fuck. Where is everyone? Weren't you with Kuro?
Who do you mean by everybody?
Weren't you with Kuro as well? Where is everyone? I heard this place being used.
Kuro has
Wait,
split off because the infection is advancing with him.
What, he's been bit?
Yeah,
Oh,
I told Felix that not too long ago.
well, he's not with us.
Shit. Well, yeah, Kuro should be considered out of commission until we can find some kind of cure for him.
She's just speechless for what feels like a long time before she eventually just... Right, well, we need to hurry. Aldane, Daron, and Jade are outside. We can, catch up once we've got them. Come with me. Are you the only person in this marketplace?
Out of our party, yeah, but there's a lot of people at the marketplace that we need to evacuate as soon as we can.
Well, no, they're already evacuated.
Oh, really? So my long rest is like I slept through all that?
Well, no, you spent the time taking them back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Like you already
And then
did
I was
that.
on my long rest.
Yeah, that was the idea.
Okay.
You wouldn't have started the long rest very long. You would have only just been like falling asleep, really.
But do I still get my spell slots back and everything?
No, because a long rest would be 8 hours. You've only had like probably 40. You've probably only had like 45 minutes.
Please tell me I get at least like one spell slot back for each. Like, please, just something.
That isn't how it works. You need the full rest. You'll be allowed.
Damn it!
You'll be allowed the full long rest. Don't worry.
No, like that means I don't have any spell slots right now, though. Like, what if we run into shit?
Yeah, but you're all
Then
going to be
perish.
inside the marketplace, I assume, right?
I would assume so, but like, I don't know what you're trying to pull here, Mr. DM.
Well, everyone else gets
Dylan,
let inside.
just-
So Daron,
I'm along for the ride, but I'm not happy about it. Okay,
So-
let's go.
So Daron, Aldane, you do see Seamus, but he's not with Tristina. He's not with Felix, and Kuro isn't there.
We should probably make our way to Felix.
I mean, we can.
It would take a while.
I mean, Tristina looks to Seamus. I mean, he was sleeping probably to, I assume, get your spells back and everything.
Yeah, and I was almost there too.
I mean, if no one else is in the building, it's just us. We can always use this time to rest now. We won't get another chance, I assume.
Aldane, can you contact Felix?
I would like that.
Yes.
Let him know our situation. And then we'll come get him in the morning.
Alright. I message Felix. Regrouped with Seamus. Resting at the market. We'll meet up with you in the morning.
That's what you get, Felix.
I should point out that I would be trancing at this point, so it's probably some random guard who got that message.
I mean, would you have given your... I assume you would have given the sending stone to someone in the meantime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do get a response, and it just says... borrowing This is a... Let me actually just look up a random fucking name from a guard out there.
This is Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
This is I don't know. Let me find a random name of a race. I forgot fairies are a thing now because of the new book. Because yeah, there's a new D&D book that's added like fae races, so you can find
it's the Feywild book, right?
Yeah, you can play as a fairy now.
Love it.
You get a response, Aldane, from you've seen this guy a couple of times. He's usually the door guy at the building, and he just says, "This is Quarry, Kuri, having to borrow Felix's stone while he trances. Everyone here is safe. We'll let him know when he wakes up."
That's as good as we're gonna get, I think.
Mm-hmm. This is also probably a good place to end the session.
Yes.
Out of character, that was the idea.
Hmm.
So as you all rest up, you will be able to get all the benefits of a long rest.
Thank God. I was so worried for a second there.
So all of your slots are now returned. All of your resources that are back in a long rest are returned. And yeah. All your hit dice are back as well.
Yeah, hit dice.
But yeah. And that is the session, as three quarters of the party and 2 others have gathered together, and Felix is now out of the stinky sewers.
I mean, when I wake up, I'll probably be going back into them,
Mhm.
but yes.
And unfortunately, you have Kurogane is currently elsewhere for now.
MIA.
Thanks for the session, Kaido.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of fun. I feel like, okay, I just want you guys' honest opinion here. I was trying to perform like panicked, but like grace under pressure at the same time with Seamus. How did I do that? How did I do on that?
You got panic right. I'm not sure Grace Under Pressure was all together there.
Yeah. Well, like, I meant that it was like the panic plus the attempt at grace under pressure.
Yeah,
Is
you
like what I was
got that.
Get at. Yeah, whereas
Yeah.
like you saw I was attempting it but not quite succeeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
Seamus was shitting his pants the whole time.
Not literally, I hope.
More or less, literally.
I mean,
Wow.
there's worse places to shit your pants than the sewers.
You got a good point there. That big, like, the power wash probably got it out of my pants, you know?
I mean, you still would have been covered in sewer water, so you were getting someone else's piss and shit.
Yeah, but it just wouldn't be all concentrated in my drawers, which is the important part.
Sure. I mean, you could find spare clothes anyway in the market to change.
Probably, and I'd probably do that, like, either right before or right after my long rest, whatever is allowed.
Felix would have been given a spare change of clothes as well at the guardhouse.
As I said, it's fine. I prestidigitation myself clean.
I mean, you still need a shower, because you can't prestidigitate your body. You can only prestidigitate your, like, stuff you're wearing, really. Even then. But yeah, this is the end of the session. And yes, things should be able to wrap up by next week.
Cool.
Sounds good.
I only need to find one more zombie movie title to make for the title of the stream.
Actually, before we exactly end it, as the day comes, or at least as Felix would wake up from his trance, you do actually hear a message in your mind, like probably an hour after you've woken up,
Mhm.
and it just says, "I'm here," and you can tell it's from Akira.
At least I'm safe inside my mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then we will deal with that next session. And as the session comes to an end, so does the stream. I hope everyone has enjoyed watching this. And I hope at least somebody got the reference I was making with the title of the stream, Train to Hatayia.
Oh,
Hey,
Train
I'm
to
trying to
Busan.
baton.
Yes, good. People know that. Good. Fun fact.
Train to Busan is more popular than you realize, I think.
Oh, almost certainly. I mean, honestly, the only reason I know about it is apparently Kaizeneko of TFS is in the.
I was gonna say that.
Is he now?
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Um.
Alrighty.
In
I
what
gotta get
now?
going,
Wait,
guys, but thank
in
you for
what
the
now?
session, Kaido.
All right.
See you again.
See you again.
See you again.
But yes, that is the end of the stream. Thank you all for watching. In terms of future stuff, Tuesday, Fuzzy and I will be starting Control. As
You're not just that. You're not immediately diving into Mass Effect.
No, we are going to take a break from Mass Effect for a few streams.
You're not doing what I'm doing, just like powering through the series.
I mean, if we were powering through it, we would have finished it months ago. But no.
No, I mean just
That reminds
immediately
me,
when
I'm still
after
on
another
Mass
guy.
Effect 2 and I haven't played in like a month.
Oh God.
But yes, we should be starting or restarting Control on Tuesday. Thursday should be Psychonauts 2. We're very close to the end game on that one. Saturday is the our fall anime premiere stream. Some very good shows this season, also some not very good shows this season, but we'll discuss. We will discuss pretty much all of the shows currently available this season. Trying to think, the only one we're not really mentioning because it's not actually properly airing the season, even if the premiere is aired, is World's End Harem.
When's the Mass Effect podcast episode going to be doing the first one?
Mass Effect is... Let's have a look.
It's next month.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. Planned for next month, either the 13th or the 20th.
Yeah.
Tentatively.
Ooh, we need to change the 2019 anime tier list because we've already done it.
But anyways, that will do it for this week, for this stream.
And we'll see you next time. Should be Tuesday. Good night.
Later.